All right, let's do the party time. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Maximum zoomed out howl, at least without adjusting some other bullshit. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. I have to like really get up in there. How's it going, Lada, on the YouTube? Yeah, it's time for real. I am painting rats. Really awesome terrains. Yeah, there we go. And for all the Twitch people, how you doing, Zetai? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Matthew? Supremely nice. How you doing, Horror Loving? Nice. How you doing, Bonnie? How you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Jay? Supremely nice. And how you doing, Lunar Wind? And oh shit, we're crafting as a mimic. Holy shit, let's go. And how you doing, Gideon? How you doing? Yeah, my hands are so tiny. Also, how you doing, Death Creek? How you doing? To be fair, I do also just have small hands. I just naturally, when I don't got the claws out, I do just have small hands, so it's not particularly strange. Oh yeah, I remember what I was trying to do. Yeah, how are you nerds doing? I've been doing pretty good today. It's the weirdest thing. I was at work and like, I don't want to really say the details because I don't want to jinx it, but I had just like, I got like mind blasted with ideas for like a visual novel. So like, you know what? I'm gonna ride this as far as I can go. No, I do not, but I do have the next best thing. This is one Chaos Lord for scale. It's him. Yippee. One singular Chaos Lord. So nothing too crazy. I don't know. I feel like I got tiny hands, but it's not a big deal. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Hope I wrote it down. Oh, I've been writing the fuck out of it. I got like maybe like 5 pages of notes at this point. I want to see how far this energy takes me because I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this before. At least not in a while anyway. And it's been good. Also, I've had what do you call symbols carved in the side of a drop-off? Hieroglyphics. Jesus. Wow. But yeah, I was about to say I was having some difficulties. How you doing, Skippy? How you doing? The big thing that I'm noticing is my so I have a high temp glue gun. That's working great. It's a little Ryobi battery powered bullshit. My low temp glue gun, which is this Gorilla Glue one I just got recently, does not work. I'm currently reheating it and letting it go to see if it can build back up. I know technically super hot glue fucks up foam, but it'll be fine. Legitimately, yeah, I got that like the Fey mood or whatever the doors can get. But yeah, so for today, what we're doing is terrain. Ooh, wow. So I got a couple different materials. I got this is some like really old foam core, which is why the shape is all fucked up. Also, the lighting is going to change a lot because it's really dependent on the color of the material. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of jank just because inherently my setup is tuned for minis and not for maxis. I don't fucking know. I got a big old fucking stack of coffee stirrer sticks. I will probably find out that I'm running out. I figure worst case if things get really dire and I like run out of materials or shit's not working, I got minis to paint. That's never gonna be a big deal. There we go. So I got that. I got some big ass fucking balsa wood sticks of various sizes. I got plenty of balsa. Cardboard. I got some foam. These lights I got recently came in these incredibly long tubes, but they're also like technically like just the perfect size if I was to like snip them off like right here, like maybe like here just to make a building. So I might be doing that. But the one I want to try first is foam method. Is the foam method for this? Call it maxi. There we go. Yes, so the big one I want to try is like maybe like a couple of Mordheim style houses, maybe some ruins and whatnot. That's like the immediate need. That's what I would need the most. But I'm both very rusty with making terrain, but also this is like a type that I basically my only real scratch building terrain experience prior to this is just casually waves knife around. It's doing the, what's it called? The how to make terrain book from like the 90s. I do own a physical copy of that legendary tome because my local shop's an idiot. Once again, like it's tricky, but like, game stores will just be like, oh, is this a PlayStation 1 JRPG? This is at least has to be $200. There's no way it could be anything other than just $200. But a lot of times, like, TRPG stuff, old wargame stuff, sometimes will slip through the cracks. I have noticed that there are places that have gotten a lot smarter about, like, oh yeah, this Mordheim book that I resold you for $40 a week ago, it's actually $100, sorry. How you doing, Ribo Dave? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We cut in foam, and L-shaped ruins do be good. At least for what we're doing, yeah. I would much rather like a traditional L-shaped ruin bullshit than a lot of just like those kind of weird foam bricks or like. I'm really glad the changes that 11th edition is doing to terrain, because some of the stuff I would see in my shop is dire, absolutely fucking dire. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too. That like Mordheim's also just inherently forgiving for stuff. So this is not going to be the evenest. Some people will do a thing where they're like, oh, we're going to do, what's it called? Oh yeah, we're going to do like templates. We're going to have like a nice little printout template that you glue on the shit. And I'm like, nah, not for this. Also, a couple of different materials. This one is, this is like really, really thick cardstock, so this stuff is not going to bend. Cardboard bases are just generally bad because they'll get fucked up. Let's see. You can't do it maybe around there-ish. So what I have been told this technique, which I've not gotten to try yet. I'm gonna say, let's see, how long is this bad boy? We're like exactly 9 inches. That's going to be a little lopsided, but once again, going to the idea that like, hey, this is not going to be super even. Let's see. So I'm thinking about maybe doing it like, maybe like 5 by 4. There we go. Yeah, exactly. So all you need is like some like the occasional bits of stuff. Got like a big fuck ass Sharpie and a little fuck ass Sharpie. Careful. Let's see. Bucks for so much. Yeah, they have so many fucking materials inside those like 3D printer boxes. But yeah, let's see. Let's do something like this. This is going to be like a very quick tester L-shaped ruin because there's a technique I want to try that I have not gotten to do yet. I have not gotten to do this. So what you can apparently do is you can take foam core. Like this is like foam core you can get at Target. I technically bought some new foam core too because I don't know how much I'll realistically use. Apparently what you can do is just do like cut through the paper but not quite through the foam. I'm trailing off like a motherfucker. Be fine. This is going to get textured later. Yeah, there we go. So we don't want to do this all the way. And just go like, hey, there we go. So we could do something like that, which would let us actually put it on the base. Sort of like this. There we go. Do I have a local dollar? I probably do. I don't think I've gone to like a dollar store proper in a hot fucking minute, but we definitely have one at some point. All right, so other little fun breakpoints that I need to add to this bad boy. So John Chaos Lord is actually a really good indicator because he'll let me know generally how tall these need to be. He's a very tall mini, so if we go to like here, this magical line is where we could stick a floor at. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the ones you can peel off are definitely like a treat for that kind of thing. Exactly. We'll use a thinner. I have 2 Sharpies. I have 2 Sharpies for this. This is where we're gonna have like a kind of like raised area. I'll use this as a guide to eventually lay down some like balsa wood chunks and whatnot. So there we go. The bottom is definitely like lopsided, but that's okay in this instance. So, did I do this on the right side? I should do this on the other side. Okay, I'm seeing a learning an opportunity. I need to cut this on the opposite side. I can do a little bit of trickery. I can just go like Mert. There we go. There we go. All right. God, so this is actually just like such a weird experience. So like weirdly enough, whenever I do the mini painting streams, I'm like, I'm generally in control of what's going on there. I know how shit works, and this is just like, oh fuck, I don't fucking know. Like I've watched enough videos that I'm like, the general basis of a lot of Mordheim terrain is pretty similar. Like once you get the rhythm down, it's a matter of like, do you want to like use like different materials, or do you want to like make like a big ass fucking tower as opposed to a little fucking tower, like that kind of shit. But I'm just so used to painting. Like I'm painting this thing, I know how I want it to look generally. Here we go. All right, so now I want to do so like this is where the like little second floor is going to be at, which is good. So I'm thinking like now what we could do is just like do like kind of like a very rough idea of maybe even going like, you feel in control? I'm still amused that like every now and then it's like if you do the Bane speech, you will just activate certain people like sleeper cell style. It's pretty great. Like if someone just ever says like, oh man, that's a big guy, and then someone will just be like, for you. Like it happens every time. It's kind of amazing. The big, yeah, goblins have to live in the big ass towers. Such is the law. Now I'm gonna like shave kind of like roughly. I put a guide, but that's like a very like what's it called? Kind of like it's guidelines and not rules. I'm just gonna like shave this stuff off. There we go. Do that. Throw all my scraps on the ground like a fucking heathen, but that's also because I might use them later for bases and stuff. I like a general idea of what I want to do for this. I also need to like put some divots and stuff because this definitely turned out ways. For some reason I made a guide and I ignored most of it. Get a bowl. Oh yeah, I guess a bowl would make sense for that kind of thing. Yeah. We got like a really. It's not too bad. I do think I could maybe do some like kind of like some like divots and shit. Kind of just kind of gouge out some pieces. Yeah, there we go. Where it's like that's a bit more. I'm gonna be honest. I've watched that Batman movie exactly once. And that was before I was aware of people like quoting the Bane scene, so I just did not think to study it. So I've basically seen that entire scene played back to me weirdly over the years with like I'm very, very, very like forgetting a lot of like, oh damn, that was like a thing in that fucking movie, wasn't it? Oh yeah, let's go. Kalinsky brush. I don't know about Golden Maple the company. I did not study Bane. Sadly, I did not. How you doing, 14? How you doing? It's definitely like I understand why it got memed on because it's a very like best way to say this. It's very strange. Like everything about that exchange just like doesn't really make sense. You're like, why would you do it that way? All right, so here's what we're gonna try now. I have a little mini glue gun. That is going to be the hottest of glue and not really small temperature one. It's gonna probably warp the fuck out of this. Get another stick. Give me a stick. How you doing, Mr. Jaquel? How you doing? Welcome. In there, dinner time. Hey, let's go. Yeah, no, I've been seeing you nerds playing Darktide stuff. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, the halberds are hanging. I'm getting really. I'm like, I need to learn how to properly hot glue. Let's see. It just is super hot, so it's probably going to. Oh god, it's like steaming. I don't think it's ever been this hot before. There we go. So it's gonna maybe do a little bit of foam damage, but not as long as it can just like stay here. That's fine. Everything else is whatever. Yeah, I could put the glue on the board first. That might just be the way to go. There we go. I can also like put that there, let it dry, let it harden a little bit, and then I could just kind of go back and get the sides. No. Listen. I'm very like rusty at this kind of thing, so I'm okay with this being like you know, I don't mind being backseated for a technique that I've barely used. So like, this is fine. I'm okay with it. So I also could just go like a little bit on the interior as well, just to kind of make sure it's all like locked in. Like I said, I know normally you use a less hot glue gun, but my current other glue gun is not working. Or forcing me to pull out like the fucking nuclear option immediately into the stream. There we go. Well, we'll cover everything with dirt. Probably. Actually, you know what I could also do? I got like a toothpick or I know I got a bunch of paintbrushes where I can just go like kind of smush it around a little bit just to kind of spread it. Yeah, oh, hold on. You're migrating. You should not be doing that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of painting on this too. I don't think the painting is gonna happen today. Today's real goal is just to prep as much as I can, just get like the frames and other bullshit going. And yeah, we'll find out. All right, so there we go. So yeah, this is like, I also kind of want to do like a little divot thing right here. And I'm junk. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a little bougie in terms of stuff, just because like I had to purchase these materials. I do got some cardboard boxes. Like I said, I want to turn some terrain. But how you doing, Bird Malls? How you doing? I am trying out some Mordheim terrain making today. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Yeah, Pringles Can Tower I want to do at some point. I just have not really done that build yet because you need a lot of bricks. That's the type of one you brick the ever-loving shit out of it. I'm not quite ready for that. I do have this, though. This is the one of the cardboard boxes that my lights came in, for people who might have missed me saying that. I think this would be fun just to have like a big-ass tall tower for no reason. Yeah, I'm gonna go like 7... I think like 7 inches is a good amount of inches. Gonna go here, and maybe just go like that clear. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do have a bunch of like cardboard, like cardstock, because like apparently what you're supposed to do for this stuff, if you want it to like really make it usable, is cover it in cardstock. It's gonna be really jank. I should be measured this better. I knew as soon as I say that somebody was gonna make a little comment. 14. I'm not surprised it's you. How much gold do you have in your bag? Ooh. I have 0 gold. My rats, I'm putting everything into a rainy day fund for the rat ogre, so I have like no monies right now. Yeah, that's also true. I guess I could pre-squeeze, because yeah, like I said, I wish I could use my other glue gun. I do have that one. I'll show you real quick. Does this keep like shifting? I don't know why. Don't know how I feel about it. You just said the most on-brand thing. I don't know what you want from me. It's gonna be fun for like a tunnel or something, though. There we go. So yeah, we got a solid tower. There we go. That's like nice and appropriate size. Yeah. So my other glue gun is this. This is my dual temp. But like when I put the glue sticks in there. I'm just kind of like, and this is like brand new. It's been in there for a while. Yeah, I heard that apparently there's an implication that like regular dwarves and ogres might be getting an update, which I'm not surprised, because like ogres were one of those armies that were left over from the older editions of the game, from like back like Warhammer Fantasy. They've done some specific stuff. Yeah, they did. One of the rumor mills has a gut plate for the preview machine. But yeah, it's like I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Like, there's no resistance. If I press with my thumb, I definitely feel like it's going in. But nothing's really happening. Oh, hold on. Oh shit! No shit. Never mind. It's good. Fuck. All right, hold on. It was not working earlier. Oh, it's on my leg. Okay, we have low temp glue gun. Let's go. Not working a second ago, but I'm okay with this actually. Hell yeah. Yeah, apparently I declogged it successfully somehow. Don't ask me how. I could not repeat that. All right, well let's test this out then. All right, let's do. See, let's bring this back. So maybe this is probably a good size. Maybe bring it to like here. And like this many. Maybe I'll do one higher just out of obligation. Yeah, there we go. There we go. FA references. Not real. So like the thing that the more I watch Mordheim Terrain, the more I kind of like. I could pull up some references later, but I have some like I've seen enough that mentally I know kind of what I'm wanting to do. Like this is almost kind of weirdly creating a. This might actually be like other than like the size wise might be kind of like 11th edition a little bit compatible. This is gonna have a footprint for sure. I'm going with the idea that's like there's like a big bit over here and there's going to be a second layer and then maybe some like scattered roof bits. Probably not going to do a roof on this one. And then on this one is let's see, we'll go like roughly like here-ish. Actually, I don't need to do a second layer on this one. That idea where you just like lightly score the paper. There we go. Kind of like an L shape. I'm doing sort of like a house that broke apart. Because what I'm really shooting for is the idea that like, okay, I want this to look like a cool building, but I want the idea that like a model. Where's my Chaos Lord? There we go. I want the idea that like a couple of models could like go in and like do some shit. Like there's like enough space for fighting, and then there'll be like maybe a secondary floor. Because like that's also the inherently tricky thing too. Sometimes people make terrain because it's like, ooh, this is beautiful. This looks nice. But other times it's like, oh no, this is bad to play on. This just doesn't feel good. Basically, I mean, this is kind of just two L-shaped ruins together. You are not wrong on that, but still. There we go. So we're gonna like yank off some bits there. Also true. I can kind of do whatever. I kind of want to do something that's like really Skeven-y too at some point, which I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how I want to like get that across. We'll find out. Yeah, that's true. I do have that's true. I should have carved out like window spots for in advance. I'll wait for the glue to settle though. Because what I do have, shit, I should have showed this off. I think I have a couple of them. I got a bunch of little 3D printed doors and windows, and I have more somewhere in here. I literally just brought a bunch of. Oh, that it? I brought a bunch of things off my 3D printer. I might need to get up and grab them. Yeah, I mean, I could do like a little raised area, just like do like a little bit of foam thing, and I could 3D print a grate later. Like I said, this is going to be very haphazard-y till we figure out what's going on. I could go. Hold on. I'm gonna go slack for a bit. Go, man. Hold on. I think it's somewhere in here. Oh, I grab. Or grab you. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found the thing that I was looking for. There we go. So I got a big door frame, but I also probably want to make a lot of my own door frames. I also got some. I don't have a Proxon, so I can't make the nice thin little bricks. But yeah, I have a whole thing of just doors and windows. I printed out some other shit today too, but like this is the big bit. This is the big bit. There we go. So sewers would make sense too, yeah. All right, so like I could go here. I mean, 3D printing is really nice. 3D printing just inherently is pretty cool. Let's see, actually, this I could just straight up like so. Door I could just glue to the side and just have it be ready. God, this makes this building look way bigger than it should be. Maybe I need to start scaling up the doors. This is also so another distinct possibility is I'm like, I mean, I guess the Chaos Lord is a big fucker. Yeah, these doors might just be too tiny. That's fine. So the doors come from a specific set, which is okay. Honestly, as a tall dude, same. The windows are probably fine though. Oh yeah, this is like a big. Okay, the windows are cool. Yeah, just oh, you mean just like put just like a door and just like nothing else? That could be kind of fun. How you doing, Kami? I'm fucking around with terrain today. The windows, I think, are probably good shape though. But yeah, the doors, if I scale by like maybe like 75%, I'm not 75, like 125. I mean. Also, how you doing, John Kaede? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I scaled the window. So I printed the windows and the doors out just based of what they were given to me as. And after that, I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll need to adjust. So like what I could do is like, maybe like a little, this is going to be a little tricky. A little side area for the window here. There we go. So something like that. No, these windows are from what's it called? Maybe black square. I mean, I could also totally do that too. Honestly, I might do that for doors. Weirdly enough. Okay, there we go. So yeah, these doors are from, God, who are these from? If you remember a while ago, I linked some like T-themed Turnip 28 minis. That's what those windows are from. The doors are from a different company. I kind of hope that the people who made the windows will make some doors, but these from Masacro minis, they're really legit. I really quite like. This is like, I want to say this is like $5, and you get like a whole bunch of windows of various shapes and sizes. Oh yeah, I'm making some like fucked up broken Mordheim houses at the moment. That's my plan. Plan is a bit loose. I'm definitely maybe like freewheeling this a bit more. Yo, absolutely. I should have cut before gluing. There's there's very little planning is going on this stream, and that's fine. This is gonna be goofy as shit, and I'll be all right. Yeah, it's like jazz. It's about the notes you don't play, Kami. Exactly. Yeah, luckily my stuff has grids on it, so I can just kind of like follow through that way. My X-Acto knife. Gotta do it like real nice and gentle. Yeah, true. That also means that the next one I do will have windows cut before I glue it onto anything, and thus my power grows. Oh, where's building a Lego? Kinda. Not that different, honestly. Like a lot of people even use Legos in their terrain stuff. I know the Devs and Dice dude is like, I buy bulk Lego like castle windows. I wonder if I should just use my proper. Oh yeah, that meant that I've not gotten any of their proper minis yet, but I'm really intrigued to do so because they do seem genuinely very neat. Like it's not. I kind of like them because it's like, okay, this is Turnip 28 clearly, but they're doing their own thing with it. Like, oh yeah, you get the tea and the carrots and whatnot, and I'm like, oh okay, it's distinct. It's distinct enough that I'm like, that's cool. For me, that's like the ideal state of third-party minis when you're not just like, hey, I'm ripping this thing off. It's like, oh, I'm taking this thing, I'm doing my own little twist on it. I think that's where the real sauce lies. There we go. Yeah, the mini brick idea it makes sense for him because like as far as I can tell, because of his channel, he just does nothing but like make a fuckload of Mordheim terrain. And like not that that's like a bad thing or anything, but it's just like I'm not, and I have a 3D printer, so I can be a little bit more like, I'll just 3D print what I need. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use hot glue to kind of make it wedged in, and then also I will probably do some like stone or wood around the side for sure. I'm going to laugh if this is like the only building I end up making today too. I really have no idea how many. Like I know friends of mine who are like, oh, they've basically spent like an entire like week working on Mordheim terrain and they got like a whole table. If I can end up with just like a building, that's fine. I want to pop that bad boy out. Yeah, Mordheim is in like Warhammer fantasy. It's sort of their fucked up post-apocalyptic theme, sort of like. I mean, it's not full post. Like the setting itself is fine, but when you go there, when you show up to Mordheim, everything is just like the end of the world. It's a game made in like 1999, which I just kind of find it funny. Where it's like, oh yeah, no, like legitimately 1999. Even as a child, I was like, the world could end actually. Because even all the gaming magazines and stuff I would read talked about Y2K. Because, you know, the idea like, oh, all the computers are going to go. They're going to reset to the year like 1970 something because of date overflow or whatever. It's basically like the idea that like eventually the dates would kind of roll over and then everything would explode. And I remember like I was just like, oh shit, okay. I mean, I didn't say shit. I was just kind of like, whatever. It's like, oh, this is neat. I didn't super believe it. I just didn't super believe it. Oh, I believe you, Kami. I believe you. This is legitimately probably as much of a learning experience as like an actual like this is a project I want to be serious on, but it's a freestyle. Oh, for 3D print shit. Oh, that might be cool actually. Yeah. Do still awesome. I'm also realizing I still have just thinking about backlog stuff. I think I still got your mini kicking around somewhere. I got to work on it. Oh, there we go. So this fits in here like relatively smug. I think I need to like maybe extend it a little bit, and then like I got like a little bit of extra room for some stuff. Oh, it really, yeah, Mordheim can feel pretty stalkery for sure. Joss Whedon apocalypse. Oh god, why would you phrase it like that? Like, when they're just like wedge out a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Hey, there we go. Excellent. So if I like take that, behold. All right. So what I need to do is I think if I just put a little bit of glue on there, like I'm just gonna use Elmer's glue for some stuff too. Not everything needs to be hot glue. But yeah, I've never played Star Wars. Okay, that's not true. I played a Star Wars board game, but that was Monopoly, so that doesn't count. I used to own an old Star Wars Monopoly set. That was it's like, whenever the family was like, it's Monopoly time, I'm like, oh, Star Wars Monopoly, Star Wars There's no difference. There wasn't even like special Star Wars rules at the time. It's just like, wow. You want to use the Millennium Falcon as your game piece? Here you go. You can do that in Star Wars Monopoly. It's like original trilogy Star Wars Monopoly, though. It didn't even have like Phantom Menace stuff in it. Yeah, just gonna wedge that in there. We got like a pretty good like friction fit. Let's see if I can really mush it up in there. There we go. Let's use the little dog and Mordheim. Yeah, there's little dogs in more. Oh, Monopoly. No, I mean maybe there's. I don't think there's a Chewbacca piece. Unfortunately, I think it was just like all OG trilogy stuff. Game. Oh, X-Wing or is there an X-Wing board game? I don't actually know. It took it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, weirdly enough, even as a kid back then, I was just kind of like, eh. Like I was like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I was like weirdly calm about it. I think also I just didn't think it was gonna be true. I was like, I'm sure somebody would do. I'm sure somebody will do something about this. Here's a question. Like, do I wish to also put in like 2 windows here? Actually, shit. You know what I should probably have done before I put in a window? I think I'm actually gonna shove this down because I think I still need to put the second. Oh no, I could do the second floor from there. I think if I do it like that, that would actually mean I might want to smush that down the other way. That's fine. I see why people now were like, oh yeah, I should definitely use templates. It'll be fine though. It'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of war bands. There's a lot of war bands that actually use dogs. It's like if you genuinely like I like games where I have pet dogs. Mordheim's like pretty up there. Because they're also good. Because here's the thing. In Mordheim, you have to like train a guy and give him gear. A dog, you usually are limited on dogs because dogs don't get smarter in Mordheim, but you know what they do? They start out really strong. They start off really, really strong, which lets you do some crazy bullshit. All right. So a couple things I can do right now. Some of them are going to involve some glue. But if I'm sure people have made. I know someone did a thing called Weird Cry, which is supposed to be Mordheim with Warcry's combat system. So I got my balsa wood, Hey, there we go. Kind of perfect there. Take some plier snips and just do it like something like that. There we go. Yeah, check this out. So all I need to do is just kind of like clean up that tip a little bit. There we go. How you doing, Nintendo? How you doing? I'm freestyling a building, for better or for worse. Hold on. This is no one. This was working earlier. Yeah, never Warhammer. Oh, really? Like for people doing like art and stuff, or like what are they banning? I guess. It's kind of weird. It's like when I push it in, it like. It's almost like the actual like back mechanism doesn't do much, but if I just kind of actually like manually sort of guide it in. Okay. I might need to get a better glue gun. This one kind of sucks. Which is a shame because it was like looked to be the more premium glue gun. I was like, I'll get me a nicer glue gun. This will be cool. There we go. All right, so there we go. Yay! So we got like a little wooden pillar, which is another benefit of doing it that style, which is pretty cool, pretty legit. I like that Ryobi one, but it's because it's like a burning giga lava hot glue gun. I need to be a little careful about that. Like the big, like maybe like a couple of these. If I just put it like here, here, and here, and then I can start layering it. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go. Okay, baby. Like I don't want it to go quite all the way. So let's go like here. Oh shit. Maybe I went a little. Maybe I should have got a shittier one. Maybe I fucked up by getting a nice glue gun. All right. I like I'm so used to having a lot more desk space to fuck around with bullshit. There we go. So we got that. There we go. And let me get my saw. Oh god, the sticks are falling out. Oh no. They're all on my floor. Oh yeah, sit over here. There we go. I got one of these. Don't worry, I got pants on. I'm not one of those. The fact that some VTubers stream like naked confuses me. So it's like, I make sure I'm properly pantsed up. So I got like a little itty bitty handsaw. Use it to kind of like. First of all, I gotta tighten the fuck out of this. Oh my god, this stream's a fucking mess. Maybe this is why I don't do the terrain making streams as much. Just I'm clearly very, very goofy. I'm extra goofy today. That's fine. Spats are fine. Is that still closed? I mean, you know, there's always like a non-zero chance with any of my streams that like a camera could fall over and then alas, my dong is revealed. And for that reason, I need pants. In fact, I guess a lot of other VTubers just kind of play video games, so it's like they can freeball a bit more. Oh. There we go, just solid. There we go, solid doing that. And then just gotta do another 2 layers of this, and then we Gucci. Billy made his own stream too. No, I believe it. I believe it. Here we go. Oh god, yeah. So yeah, if you drop a glue gun like that, that's basically just burns. I'm gonna make this one slightly shorter. You know, these have to be sort of uneven breaks. Do that. Oh man, my big ass tail's covering that. Maybe Millennial Monopoly on bust. What would Millennial Monopoly be? I'm curious what defines Millennial Monopoly. is it like this? There we go. Also, this is like the one time I could actually like notice my own Neil Cicierega music, and it's definitely the crazy bit. Oh, actually, this is cool. Okay, so if I just do it a little bit and then snap it, I get a little bit more bullshit going on, which is good. Cool. Maybe I'll do that with this one as well. Just snap it a little bit. Snaps in kind of a goofy way, but I'm alright with that. Yeah, that's a mood. Last, I will never own a house, so I will build my own. I forgot about the whole like avocado. Oh fuck! Blue gun should not be on forward. Oh. All right. So what we're gonna do is take a low temp glue gun and glue one of these. Add glue to one side of these bad boys. Let's go ahead and use the safe one. There we go. The one that will be this. I can actually considering that this is wood, I could probably use the high temp. The high temp one just works better. So I'm more willing to kind of use it a bit more frivolously. Like maybe cool like a little bit. Little bits, and then I can just hit like right. Hey, there we go. There we go. We're going to also need to do 2 more. God, this is going to be really weird. Unless I want to do like a support pillar. The support pillar would definitely kind of like bring it a little bit into there. That also means I could maybe just like, oh no, it's I was like, I could swoosh this the fuck up. Like, no, that shit's locked. So realizing this also means I need to like actually saw off the ends of one of these because I'm gonna need to lay it flat against the wall. There we go. Or can make it to the base and done. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, that like the last little step where it's like, and there we go. And now it's a mini I can like play with and stuff. That's so fucking good. So fucking good. I'm also gonna have like so much just like sawdust kicking around my. Oh god, I really need to do like a proper vacuum of my place now. Not that I haven't vacuumed since I've been here. It's just that like I've been doing a lot more like dumb arts and crafts lately. That loses a lot more stuff. I feel like. Yeah, once again, like I said, the other option. Actually, if I put it like here, oh, that leaves a decent amount of other room. Okay, this would be a good support structure. All right, let me get one more. With your fingers, oh. Yeah, I've not quite learned that level yet, so I don't know if I'd be comfortable enough to just be like, I could probably wing it. I could wing like liquidating my fingers. I think your worst case, so like I said, today's basically going to be like everything but painting. So like I'm gonna fuck around with as much stuff as I can, and then later if I need to like before I prime, like let me just scrape up some glue with a knife. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Well, it's not a feral thing, is that like I'm streaming in front of a bunch of you nerds. I don't want to burn myself. All right. So here's a support thing. God damn it! You fucking. I said that, and then immediately like 3 people got their neurons activated. All right. This hot glue gun. Let's put a little bit on the back. A little bit on the top. Kind of like moosh it here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And we'll put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue there, like there-ish. Yeah, I'm definitely got to clean up these fucking Hey, speak of fucking spider webs, Jesus, There we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, it is me. I'm Carpenter Supreme. Let's do one more right there-ish. There we go. Okay, that'll be good. So like here, but here. Hey, excellent. All right, so we got our support structure. And so the reason I wanted to do it like this, even if like I think the angling is going to be a bit goofed. How goofed is the angle? Well, it's not okay. I can like. I guess I can try a thing real quick. I got these. So if I put there, how is it balancing like that? Okay, so I can go. Oh, okay. So I think I just have to. Okay, so they're not quite even. But also, then again, I really only need to stick on 2, and I can maybe stick some like wood or dirt. Welcome everybody, welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurglen Skaven variety. And how is the countersides treating you? How you doing, Sweetie? How you doing, Wolf? Welcome. Shelmisher Wolf, how you doing? Oh, yeah, get you a baked potato, yo. But yeah, I'm currently working on, actually, what if I do it like that? Wait, what if I do a little bit of creative stacking? Maybe like one. Maybe like one more there. But hey, how you doing? I'm currently building a house for Mordheim. There's some bits of scuff are being involved here, so like, the things don't quite balance as smoothly as they should, but if I put it like that, actually, that does work. In that case, I'll do a little bit of cheating, and I'll use some just regular-ass super glue. Do 2 drops of regular-ass super glue. I'll just pretend like the person who originally built this house just had like really shitty construction person, so they just kind of they fucked it up as well. Like this house is fucked up prior to Mordheim exploding. It's something like that. And that gives like a general, yay, there we go. Yeah, it's a real fixer-upper indeed. Yeah, I'm assuming that like once, okay, now this is where like big tedium comes into play, to the point where it's like, this one might be quote unquote done for the rest of the stream. We'll find out. So we're gonna take some PVA glue and just go like, put a big fucking line on there, and a big fucking line on here. Big fucking line on here. It's dripping off the sides. I did, fuck. Yeah, maybe that new, I had to refill up my PVA glue, and I think the newer one I replaced it with was like slightly higher quality, but slightly runnier. So yeah, now we're gonna layer these. Now we're gonna layer these little sticks. Let's see how it works. And there we go. Thank you for the stretch. Big stretchy. I've also realized it's been like a hot minute since I've been to a food truck. I live in an area where every now and then you will see like a food truck at like a gas station, but it's always on the like the side of the road where I'm not actively going. Let's see, I probably need to start breaking these a bit more. I'll probably go back to those other ones later and just properly smash them. But yeah, I probably should start doing it like this. There we go. And then eventually I'm probably going to build like a ladder or something like that. Yeah, this is generally working. This seems to be going pretty good. I will say that though, like, even though the original bit was jank, the more I add to it, the more it does feel good. Yeah, I was wanting to shoot for a second floor for sure. That was the original plan. Because like based on like the footprint of this, I wanted this to be like a reasonably big house. Like it's like this was maybe not like someone was like super rich, but this is maybe like a whole peasant family are up in there. And then, you know, the meteor strike, and then everything gets fucked. I guess there's only really one meteor, but like, you know, there's a great comet. Hello, name I cannot pronounce. How you doing? Also, you like shredded this one weird. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing? I'm currently poorly putting together a rough skeleton for a Mordheim house. It's a little jank. You really do need it, because like it also like, so like my area actually has like a lot of Mordheim terrain, and it really does. Oh, this could be like a tenement house. Yeah. It popped up. Oh, really? Oh shit. Well, the YouTube algorithm is either doing me very well or doing you a disservice, and we will find out. But yeah, yeah. I'm a Habernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And today I'm trying my hand at, whenever you see somebody on YouTube make a little Mordheim house, and you're like, oh, that's nice and easy. God, my glue is really drippy. I might need to get a new thing of Elmer's. I got, like I said, I think I had some like other PVA. I had some other PVA glue in my closet because my Elmer's was kind of getting kind of low on there. No, I mean, I don't feel too bad. It's playful self-deprecation. Do not worry. And I think, unfortunately, that's just a little bit runnier than I would do. I'll go for demo right now, and just because I'm bad at memorization as a heads up, so I will certainly be trying. But yeah. Welcome. Shall we get ad break coming a little bit? Apparently, as a heads up, apparently Twitch is like really fucking up the ads lately. So like, if you get hit with a lot, that is not my fault. I do not want that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's because like something that I've as a mini painter, the more and more I look at people's mini painted photos, the more I'm like, I like the way that terrain looks. I really like it. So like it's like, if I want to be able to recreate that kind of stuff in my like photography studio, I do have a Mordheim scene where I could play this. Bad memory. Hey, let's go. It's my memory is fucking awful. So I'm glad you understand. But like yeah, I will see like Reese, like I think I showed them like the Go Warhead people I'm really fascinated by, and it's even funny because like sometimes you look at their terrain like backdrop stuff and they're just like, what? Did I hit the, what the fuck? Weird. Okay. Let's just do, oh fuck. Okay. Hold on. For some reason, YouTube does not want to play my Nielsen Suriga albums today, so I'll just switch to anime bullshit. You forced my hand, YouTube. You forced my hand. They even like just use like fucking like but yeah, they just use like cans that have been painted to look like big rusty silos and stuff. But it's like I still want to get like something like this would be cool. Like at least one piece. If I want to take pictures of my Mordheim dudes, I could take a picture on here. Yeah, it's so like I live in an area where we play a lot of games of various types. We just got done with a bunch of Trench Crusade stuff recently. But yeah, Mordheim has activated the neurons in my local scene far more than I have ever noticed in a lot of stuff. It's actually kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how people have come out of the woodworks for this. And it's like I'm torn because I think Mordheim is both like a kind of a bad game, but also a really cool game. Like I get inspired really easy to make Mordheim Warband, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, the mechanics could probably like use a little bit more stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't have a lot of Windows stuff at the moment. Here we go. Also, something I want to do that I remember hearing is you take a paintbrush and kind of water it down. Then you can kind of use that to kind of like thin out the glue a little bit, so that way it's less like, you know. It's piling up kind of weird, but if I do it like this, it'll kind of go a little bit smoother. There. I'm assuming that any brush that gets used today is basically just met its match, so do not worry. Yeah, I think the big thing is like, right now for all those kind of like weird, kind of like grimdark creative games I play, is that there's just not a lot of fantasy ones. And I think it's just because Mordheim eats up all that space. So you got stuff like, you know, like Turnip does like kind of like weird Napoleonic horror weirdness. And then I got Trench Crusade, which is, you know, World War I, but also World War II in a way, because the tech is just kind of all over the place in a good way. But yeah, Mordheim kind of got the fantasy bit of that lockdown. Like I said, I've been having fun with it. It's been cool. But yeah, it's recently got its grips in my local scene, which has been very fun. So there we go. So yeah, we got this little bit. And like I'm actually kind of torn. So originally I was gonna be like, oh, let's put like a little thing over here. That, like, on one hand, that does look good, but it also means you can't really get like a good line of sight. But actually, considering like this is probably gonna be for gameplay reasons, I do think maybe this would be a good idea just to do. Like, like what's it called? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of Minotaurs for a. I own some full scale Minotaurs, but we're also doing like a 15mm Bad War, which we're gonna be doing soon-ish. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's basically we're using like fan rules made by the Scots or the Australians, I forget which. That just is for like bringing Horse Heresy 2nd edition. But adding Bad stuff to it. Yeah, I gotta. If you probably see my stuff for that. Anyway, unfortunately, there's an ad break, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'll see you guys in like 3 minutes. Wow. All right, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. Usual YouTube, Twitch ad pleasantries. Also, thank you, Dino. Thank you. So, also, I was doing a little bit of thinking about this too. I'm thinking what I want to do is add another one of these pillars here, like it was. No, because that'd be too clean of a break. But then again, this is also still kind of a clean break as well. Yeah, okay. I think I know what I need to do. I think I'm gonna take this. And like snap it like pretty low. There we go. And then maybe add like a little divot bit on the ground where it's just like a lot of it broke off. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna do something like that. Low temp hot glue gun. See if you fucking work. So bad. It's so fucked up. I think legitimately I'm just gonna keep fucking with the hot temp one because it's at least like working. So, like put on the ground. Oh please glue guns. Don't fail me now, buddies. I guess I will have to use the. Oh, like. Ah. There we go. I think if I press this one, it generally works. Welcome back, 14. Welcome. This is stuff is happening. Maybe. Oh god, glue gun, please. Like I can tell it's hot. Yes. Oh, I guess that might be fucking. Maybe that's what's going on. This one, I have been leaving it on its side. Okay, hold on. Oh, is that fucking with like the? Oh. Ah. Okay. Well. Okay. I can even see the tip heating up in it. It does have a little stand. It does. I'm doing that now. I kind of legitimately I'm not super used to using glue guns, so I think I was just like, oh, that's like a little convenience thing. Let me hold on. Go around there. Do that. I'm hoping that I didn't permanently fuck up this one by leaving it on its side. I have to get another glue gun. It's gonna suck. Okay, I'll just let that one freestand for a bit. Okay, I'm learning. Yippee! All right, it's the hot one good. Yippee. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? Okay, this one's back to being heated up. Yep. Learning. I'm learning glue gun stuff. What time is it? Oh, it is approximately. Yeah, it is. It is 8 p.m. right now for me. There we go. Something like that. Something like this. Yeah, a lot of later bullshit's gonna be me cleaning up stuff. So what I'm thinking I could do actually is like if I take this little chunk that I just had this little chunk that was probably from the original bit, and just like really carve that shit low. Yeah, I do stream in the American Eastern time zone, which is just because that's just where I live. So it is convenient for me to do as such. Oh. It's a Flash Forge adventure. Ooh, fuck yeah, let's go. I could either use, like... That's a bit too much. That's, like, mostly there. Yeah, I think if I just take that and just, like, kind of, like, really sever that last little edge. Alright, so there we go. We'll go here. Yeah, perfect. Nicely. We'll just assume that, like, a big chunk got ripped off. Gonna melt the foam a little bit, but I don't care. I will say that like this stuff has like been relatively good. I'm sure eventually there's probably gonna be like some issues, but I've not had like a terribly large problem with using the hot temp glue gun right now. While the Gorilla Glue gun is doing stuff, still going. Okay. All right, so what I was thinking about doing next is actually doing like a couple more of these, but like around the back bit. So if I glue it kind of like here, maybe even glue it directly on top of those wood beams. There we go, it's like something like that. That might be the way to go. I think once again I'm gonna cheat. For some reason my brain's like, yes, using super glue, cheating on terrain. It's like a reason. You can use any glue, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna drop it on that. How you doing, Casual Maker? How you doing? I am making terrain today. It's certainly been a journey. I'm learning ways not to use a hot glue gun. But overall things have been going pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's been pretty. Oh god, that glue is dripping. There we go. Take a little bit on that. I'm just gonna go like. I have a big thing with like pumice paste, so eventually I'm not gonna need to super worry about the texture of this. So that shouldn't be too bad. Especially I might be able to use that to gap fill because like there's there's that little gap right there. The first thing you learn. No, the gaps is fun. I mean, like, okay, so like. I've used glue guns very lightly in the past. I mean, yeah, okay. There we go. It's a Vallejo rough white pumice. The idea is that like you kind of, because like there's always kind of that like grainy sort of texture to a lot of these kind of style buildings. So I will eventually put this on the sides of there, which will kind of like protect the material a little bit, and also I can use that to kind of maybe like smooth out some areas. That means when I actually paint it later, it'll be nice and textured. So that'll be cool. That'll be neat. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess because like the thing with hot glue is you could just reheat it. Oh, you're up crazy early. Let's go. Are you up early or are you staying up late? Either one. I get it. How you doing, Dark Muffin? Also, Dark Muffin. I legitimately like came home from work and I was just like checking the Discord, and the fucking Enna howl. What the fuck? Hold on, let me put that on screen. Hold on, because it's really good. I think it's got an audio component, so I hope this doesn't like blow out everyone's eardrums.
Ooh, wow. How's it going, everybody?
There we go. Let me do something real quick. It is insane positive, and I'm flabbergasted. Like that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. It's so good. I'm just gonna leave Helena just spinning in a corner right there. Indeed, it's fucking. You guys have been cracked lately. I don't know what I've done to deserve all this cracked fan art as of late, but I'm very thankful. It is fucking nuts. Positive fucking nuts. Let's see. Do another little one. More of these I do, the better. Do it. I mean, like cringe is dead. Make your own OCs. Who gives a shit? Live your best life. Live your best life. So how you doing, Solid Crazy? How you doing? So what I was thinking too is I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna also maybe like put like, yeah, there we go. So, like, fuck. Okay, I need to let that dry first. There we go. Oh shit! I've heard of the I know very little about the whole like World of the False Monarch project. I know the Jade Falcons from that are very legit. That's really my only real knowledge of anything that came from there. But I know I went about it in the weirdest way that I've heard about the Jade Falcons, and then found out later that they got the guy who did those got them put into a White Dwarf issue, which is buck wild. Crazy pulse question. What pulse question? Available item. So it's tricky when it comes to like the idea of like, oh, I'm making a war game with objects around the house, because a lot of the items that people are like fascinated by in war games is the models itself. So even if you're like, I'm trying to make like a very like cheap or accessible alternative with just like stuff, you need an object that people would still be able to customize quite a bit. And I don't like, and that kind of like removes like coins and like little bobs and stuff like that. Candy legitimately is like something, but there is a candy war game, but you also still use minis in that. That on there, and then also maybe a little bit on the side as well. This little bit. I really like that. So I've really liked the idea of those like little like groups of people together. Like there was a couple of other similar projects where like a gaming club would have their own like subsector and stuff like that. I know very little about that candy war game. You guys, I'm somebody whose entire thing is painting horrible little freaks. So like the candy war game doesn't do much for me because the candy war game is not the candy war game just doesn't have anything that activates my neurons. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. That's a thing that exists. This is gonna take a bit to dry before I can do anything else. So I'm gonna set it aside. Now, if we want to try the other type of terrain stuff, a little like cardboard tower too. Well, I've lost it. I'm going insane. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so like this. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie. One time I went to a Ren fair and I got a big thing of those like gummy colas, like the gummy cola stuff. And I fell asleep in the car, and when I woke up, all of them fused together. And I put that shit in the fridge, and it was amazing. The texture was just totally weird, but great. Bad stuff is really cool. I'm very excited for the thing where my local group is doing because of it. Yeah, hold on, let me get up and grab something. I need a glue stick. Hold on. Oh, here's... Okay, I'm back. The snooze will no longer be here. So, when I moved, all my glue sticks got moved around. Yeah, the little rupee barrels, fuck. Those are really good. Is what you're supposed to do apparently with cardboard terrain. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like cover it in stuff, so like cardstock. So like here's the Malifaux box that I've had for a while. The minis that are actually part of this warband have not been fully built. Well, they're mostly built. I need to just get Anna Lovelace built right now. I also recently, when I was looking through shit, I had like a really dark thought. I was like, I could use Infinity models for a Vansar Necromunda warband, which is a dangerous idea. Yeah, I really like Malifaux as a game. Malifaux as a game is really neat. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the card mechanics. It's a pretty great game. Also, if you do like Mordheim stuff, I do think a lot of the warbands would work. Not all of them. A lot of them are very high steampunk like tech stuff, but yeah, Rezzers are definitely slightly more low tech. I'll second that saying. That's basically how I live my life. You listen, you gotta be cringe to be a VTuber. I at some point the shame has to evaporate from your body, or you're just not gonna do well. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to flatten this and just maybe like cut off the bigger sheets just so I have something that's easy to work with. This is why also like terrain making is dangerous. Because it turns you into like a recycling hoarder where you're like, ooh, neat packaging. Ooh, this is like a good shaped box. And you're like, oh no, I'm fucked. I'm totally fucked. My house is like, right now, like I moved into a much smaller place than my last place. And I'm already starting to get a recycling box of things for terrain reasons. I'm like, that's not good. That's worrisome. Yeah, oh, same. I also have foam balls from an older project. Real and true. I'm gonna try to cut off some of these side bits. These are probably worth saving. Yeah, I got this back from Gen Con 2018. God, it's been a while. I'm going to go back to Gen Con one of these days, but also, like, if I want to go to any convention that's not MagFest, I do want to go to MagFest forever, but, like, if I want to expand, I feel like one of these days I should really go to the big VTuber conventions. I was really looking forward to On-Key, because apparently, it's East Coast, but apparently they're doing, like, it's hard to say, where it's like, are they fucking up because they don't know better? Like, this is like, you know, we're running a new convention for the first time. We don't really know what's going over there. Yeah, though the whiskey golem. Hell yeah. Maybe one of the, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I have some Bayou guys, but I'm like, honestly, if my local scene does another one of our swap meets, I might give them out, because like a lot of my Malifaux stuff has been sitting. A lot of my stuff has been sitting like unused for years, and I'm just like, if I haven't gotten to this in like 7 years, when the fuck am I going to? Yeah, no, that's real. That is legitimately real and true. So the idea with this is, so you want to protect the cardboard. The cardboard itself is like, you know, tends to warp when it gets wet. Like you could use like, you know, like glue sticks and stuff like that. That's not a big deal. But the big thing you got to worry about is the big thing you got to worry about is just the fact that like paint will fuck it up and warp it. So what I've seen some people do is that they will actually take like bits of like cardstock like this. They'll use like they'll glue it sort of like design side inward, and that does kind of protect it. There we go. But I don't know if and then the way you fix it is that there's like a way you'll like cover the edges. But here's the thing too. It's like, I kind of want to make this a building that's like intact, weirdly enough. Like I'll need to figure out what to do with the roof. The roof is definitely going to need to be a thing I need to do. Yeah, that's also true. That technique of like, you basically just kind of like purposely try to target and warp it. Oh, there we go. I'm going to try it this way today just to see, like, you know. Today is very much an experimental day. I am learning and growing as a person via bullshit, so. Well, let's do this. Yeah, a tile roof of some sort would have to work, yeah. Because I mean, I could build up a... What's it called? I could build up a traditional kind of like slanted roof. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to work. And I'm going to do that on the opposite side as well. There we go. And then once this is like dried and like glued and dried to this, fuck, hold on. I will go ahead and then just kind of like snip off the bits I'm not using. That's mostly fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. To be fair, I'm not like super like needing to stay to any one style. So if this deviates a little more from the official, I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's fine. Put that here. What's it called? Yeah, I've seen. God, there's so many STLs for Waffle House stuff. It's tempting. If I had my FDM printer working, I totally would. Let's see. So I'm gonna let this dry. I guess while this is going on, I could kind of do a. Oh, you know what I want to try. There we go. So this is the base I used for the other one. That's still going to probably dry for a little bit. What? Now I could make a Waffle House. Okay. Theoretically, if I want to make a Waffle House, I would need one that would fit like, I think like all of the sides and then probably leave the front open. In a way, there needs to be like a cavern area, so that way at the very tippy top, I could put the Waffle House like logo, or even maybe no, I can even. Oh wait, I could have that ruined, and just have a stick, and then on that stick, that skewer. Do I still have skewers? Hey, what am I talking about? I got wood. I could totally make a Waffle House. Fuck, let's do that. Hold on. I'm gonna need to plan this out a little bit. There's gonna need to be a little bit of planning some bullshit. How you doing, Sir Pink Pirate? How you doing? We're building Waffle House. It's real. You know, as opposed to the mythical Waffle House that fell during the biblical flood. So. Okay, let's take some measurements. Measurements. Where's my measurement? What the fuck? Super unorganized. How you doing though? I'm currently building terrain. Very scattershot, haphazard sort of way. Oh, sick! Hell yeah! Are you doing it for? You doing like a kill team thing? You doing like just Inquisition general agent bullshit? Older editions? Like I've been sitting in the same spot. Oh, found it. Okay, here we go. This for 40k. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. So I need roughly about 5 inches, 5'10", and then maybe like 7. So I need 17 inches in length, roughly. I got my big ass thing of foam. All right, so I got a big thing of foam. Hey, it's all good, Dima. It's stupid late where you're at, so I can totally understand needing to crash. All right, so luckily I do have more foam if I need to bust them out. And like if I go like here to here, that's like roughly 12. And oh, cool. Oh shit, I think this is like perfect. I think this is basically perfect. Let's go. Yeah, I'll have to maybe see. I know you could probably get some like foam benches and stuff printed out. All Alright, so what I need to do is I need to slice off... Probably, I'll just give it a little bit of... No, let's be fine. I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room right there. The hieroglyph system? No. I'm gonna be honest, like... Memes aside, like, I don't think I've been to a Waffle House in a long time. I know I've been to one. But, like, whenever it's like, let's go somewhere to eat, Waffle House is never on the list. Yep. Let's get another cut of that. I will say this is improving like my muscle memory for cuts on foam, which is pretty good. Like one more. Because this is definitely I say that and I immediately fuck it up. There we go. I can still keep around like the nice thing about the scrap is it's still useful for like building up like floor bits and whatever. General rubble nonsense. In that case, how tall do I want the Waffle House ruins to be? I mean, luckily this has already got like a weird sort of like fucked up divot. So I could make it roughly like be like here and just cut everything else off. Go, one more cut. There we go, there we go, there we go. 2 butters on a plate head to cook. Really? I guess that makes sense if like if the customer volume is big enough, like it's just easier to do it via code, but that's still kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not going for a throwdown for sure. Alright, so if I do like 5. We'll go from the first line and we'll count roughly about 5 inches. That brings us roughly to... See, where's my fucking... I had the thicker... This stream has made me feel more demented than I have, like dementia-ridden more than I ever have. Yeah, I'm like one of those like special characters in an RPG that's actually really bad. Because he's got like a cool gimmick about like flipping between magic and melee. But the thing is, other casters can just explode shit. So it's like, why would you bother? Why would you bother with that? It's tragic, really. There we go. How's you doing, K-Mappy? How you doing? How you doing? I'm building Waffle House. Waffle House real. So we'll do like roughly like... Yep. There. This doesn't have to be perfect. I'm also glad that I've been able to recycle the foam that I've had kicking around. I blew up Waffle House with my mind. That's telekinesis. Anyway, so now what I want to do is I need to take my knife. I think what I need to do is when I'm doing terrain, I need dedicated, like, when I'm done with this tool, I put it away here. Which seems to be my greatest weakness because I basically have like the muscle memory for painting, but I do not have that for stuff. Hey, no, listen, canonically the Skaven invented waffles early. That's why they want Mordheim. So I have better access to it. Technically I'm building Mordheim terrain today, and then, you know, when you build terrain, Waffle House comes up, so it's like, yeah, you know. Why not lean in? But yeah, I currently have so for context, I have the following building right now that is still drying a little bit before I fuck with it some more. Which is not looking too bad. I think I also need to do maybe a little bit there because it's just kind of a little too, it's almost like a little too cling at that stuff. There we go. All right, so we got this. We got this for the base. Let's just see how this roughly fits. Okay. Actually, this kind of looks like it's fit pretty well. Hold on. Yeah, the back bit will basically be a really close fit. Hey, ooh, let's fucking go. Okay, okay. How you doing, Charlie? How you doing? On the YouTube side. All right. So now here's the thing that I've learned from my mistakes. One, I kind of feel like this might be too tall. So I'm thinking about maybe actually shaving, let's see, I made this roughly like 7 inches. I think maybe closer to 5 again might be better. Like this is like very fucking like legitimately crazy tall. Which feels bad. Oh, I was crazy once. Why no, that's fucking Joker bit. Why am I doing fucking Bane? It's because of Bane was mentioned earlier, and that's just how it goes. Well, the thing is, I think they should. I mean, you know, well, I've never seen a 2-story Waffle House, so this needs to be 1 story. You know. It's I, but Twitch really doesn't. I'm sorry, that's the rules. It's not. I'm sorry. Today's been a very scattershot stream, so I've been big goofing more than usual. How you doing, Twitch Charlie? There you go. How about that? How about that, you fuck? How you doing though? A drink. I'm big thirst. There we go. Yeah, like thanks, Boo. There we go. It's always fun. Playful antagonism is incredibly fun. If you're not playfully antagonistic to people in your life more, you gotta. It's fun. The problem is there's a very fine line between playful antagonism and being an asshole, and some people are built for it and some people aren't. And that's one of those things that you kind of have to have the self-awareness to know which one you fall into. And that's also like a whole other layer. There we go. It's a location where 3 Waffle Houses. That's a triumvirate, though. That's where the council meets. I thought we all knew that, but like, you know, you gotta let people know about the council. It's fucked up. Actually, this is like a good size for like a. Actually, it would be kind of cool to do as well. I kind of like the idea of like a court, like a little grave site. Like maybe take this and maybe cover the sides. So I don't have like an exact. What's it called? I don't really have an exact method for doing stone. But let's see vaguely what this would look like. Hold on. We might be crafting on levels here until unexplained. Okay, so if I do it like this, it doesn't really leave any room for the fucking stuff, but I could. That's pretty good. Be like here-ish. Oh, either way, I could use that to get rid of like the weird nonsense. There we go. I mean, that's kind of the plan. I would like this hit button. I would love to have a full bunch of terrain. I think that'd be great, honestly. That'd be very legit. So if I do that and then maybe cut like a solid 2 square off of here. It's also, this is something kind of weird that like we don't have a lot of what's it called? We we have a lot of like big gigantic buildings in our area, but we don't have a lot of good like, oh, this is like a nice little feature. So like if it's like, okay, just like, you know, like maybe find a way to make like a little fence here, do some little dirt mounds with some gravestones. I think that could work. I guess I need to figure out that, like... I guess really this isn't... I guess this isn't really necessary. I guess if I want to do this, well, I know some people use cork. Some people can use cork for this kind of thing. Yeah, I was also thinking maybe like a couple of shitty little huts too. Like maybe just like straight up like a couple, almost like maybe like a real tiny, awful fucking collection. Anyway, this is like 3 layers deep of horseshit. So let's go back to the Waffle House. We gotta make that real. I gotta make that real before I go too deep in other issues. All right, so we got the frame of the Waffle House. That's good. That's real. The thing I need to figure out what to do is like what to do for because like there's so if I remember right, there's like the kitchen area which you don't really see anything. I'm thinking about maybe like a little booth. Oh, this how you doing, Rencho? This is just a foam core. You can get this at Target for like $10 for like a bunch. I'm figuring the best way to make this is still very tall. I'm trying to think of the best way to make this into a Waffle House. So like if I take one of these 2 side places and pretty much just like cut out the entire, like basically core out the middle. So this is like a big window. I'm gonna make it like roughly old world themed. So I'm probably gonna also make like a freestanding sign that goes separate to it. So got that. So this would be a big exposed one. Actually, even both sides being open windows might be kind of a good idea, I think. I think that's probably the way to do it. Okay, I got a couple plans. I think ideas are formulating in my brain. All right, step 1, I want to just slice 1 block worth of bullshit from each. Welcome to the Streusel House. A PowerPoint lecture about wargaming? Yeah, I'll say why not. Is that a... Who is doing it? My gut says this is a Babinka thing. But yeah, I mean, you know, if somebody credits me appropriately, I don't give a shit. It's me, John Wargamer. Unironically, yeah. There probably are, but like oh hell yeah, let's go. Called it. I'm gonna freestyle this for now. It'll be fine. Yeah, maybe okay. You know, hold on. Yeah, let me grab Waffle House floor plan just to see. Part of me just thinks it'd be really funny just to do ye old Waffle House. Just change absolutely nothing else. Just be like ye old Waffle House. Let's see, Waffle House floor plan. Because this is also going to be, like, you know, most Waffle Houses are, like, genuinely pretty big. Oh god, there's a lot of examples of Waffle House. There's a fucking... Oh god, there's so many of these, and they're all very different. They're all very different, what the fuck? Okay, this is what I'm talking. Okay, this is the 1964 blueprint. I'm gonna simplify the fuck out of this too, but I'm just gonna pull this up just for fun little reference. The bar is basically an L-shaped ruin. Yeah, kinda, exactly. All right, let's go. Did I save that properly? All right, so like, there we go. Yeah, we gotta let's get these fucking real people cooking. Let's get them out of the way. This is what I want. So yeah, basically it's like we need pretty much like a bar. You know, I can also sketch that on here too. Hold on. There we go. All right, so I've shortened this a little bit so there's a little bit more room for wood sticks, wooden stakes. That's exact. I'm sorry to let you know, Lana. I'm actively doxing your local Waffle House. The people are on their way to get you. So I'm thinking. So this is like a. Also, let me. I got blue tack I can use as well. I got blue tack that I can kind of like use just to temporarily hold on to here. Let's do a little bit of sketching, everyone. Let's stick you on there. All right. So this is roughly how the Waffle House is going to look. So I'm thinking like bar in the back. Where's my thing? There we go. Best work. I don't know. Okay, if we're going by my best work, like the one that makes me the proudest. Ooh, that's actually like something like that. Oh, Fleshnot's objectively my most popular work, but like I don't think I would ever consider that my best. I did not feel proud when I made that. I just felt overwhelming shame. That's really tricky because they're all my precious little babies. So this might not be the like, I don't think I can objectively be like, yes, I have a favorite model. I do like my Centaurian that I did not that long ago. I feel like this is just like the perfect level of like the idea was executed correctly. Like everything about that just works. It's word bears as shit. All the parts work together. Paint job was not like particularly crazy, but also it did what I wanted. So for me, I would say that's like my best. It's been a while since I painted that though, because so there's always the like I could do better now, or like I want to do better now. It's a good model. I use it a decent amount on the tabletop. Oh, Discord. Oh, let me see if this is like a. Where is that at? Oh yeah, okay. So this is the 3D print version that I remember trying to look into. Like, because I tried to print it. It's honestly the 3D print is very awkwardly laid out. I think it basically was like a small model that was scaled up. Mind you, this person did good work. So this is a way more realistic, like, okay, because this is sort of what I had in my head. So it's like I'm basically probably condensing it to more or less like this. I'm assuming I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, is that the kitchen or like a weird bathroom or whatever? All right, let's get the planning. Let's get the planning on here. We're doing a Waffle House. So I'm gonna go like, let's see, actually, I don't need this on there. We're doing a ruined Waffle House from Mordheim. That was not the original plan, but as things go. No, Mordheim Waffle House. I do want to do some Necromunda stuff at some point. Once again, my local group is talking about things. So I'm like, okay, so if I do, wait, assume leave like the. My thicker thing on there. Most people have it. Waffle House is, it's a restaurant, but a lot of people online know it through memes because it's no one's real first point. Like, it's all the goths go to Denny's, all the people looking for pancakes go to IHOP, and you go to Waffle House out of desperation. All right, so I'm gonna give myself, this could be a lot more organized. This is like a very, very rough, like, don't touch anything in this outside. That's generally where stuff is gonna go. All right. So we got that. So we're gonna be like, I need to leave a. So for gameplay reasons too. So this is a 32mm base. There needs to be a gap here where like a 32mm model can go like into here and also behind here. So if I go like here, like if I do that, and this leaves like a decent amount of wiggle room. So if I do something like that for a bar, there we go. Like something like this. And then maybe, so benches will go roughly around here. This is going to be exposed, so we'll just kind of assume that a lot of the other spot got wrecked. And then maybe put like a booth here and like a booth here, and then there'll be just like rubble. There'll be like rubble around here where like shit got smashed. Yeah, I'm not gonna include the bathroom on this one. Listen, this is Mordheim, motherfucker. You're shitting in the communal outhouse with everyone else. So I think this is also good too. So this would give us like potentially 2 pieces of cover, a little walk-in area for like, you know, you can have like a little fight in there, and then like an archer or like a range guy can get behind there. Yeah, we can, and then like the little bit of rubble to make it like rough terrain to enter. I think that works. I'm gonna go with this for now. And on the bottom of the benches. That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, I could definitely do something to imply that like I could do like a ruined table setup. Like I could have like print out some tables and like bust them up on the side. Yeah, exactly. And if you want to do some like real sanity destroyed and stuff, don't ask him where the chocolate pancakes come from in Mordheim. Don't ask him. Don't. All right. So if we're doing it this way. I think what I want to do is I want like big ass like fake windows. Like I might add some like see if I can. There's gotta be some way. Oh, look at the fancy lodger's outhouse. Too good at shit in the alley like the rest of the folk. Oh, you won't shit in the bucket. You twit. There we go. My English accent's still not good, but it's getting worse all the time. All right, so here's a little test idea. If I leave like a solid. Actually, if I do it like that. So it's like I cut that out to be like there was a window here. But then purposely we kind of like gunk it up a bit, like, you know, just kind of like it clearly its shit was knocked out. Something like that. Something like that. There we go. And then that'll leave some. There'll be some sightline stuff. Okay. Operate a Wolf House, turn to a profit. Have they ever done? I technically have Warhammer Plus because I forgot to turn it off. Do they have any Skaven shows on it? I'm still upset because I bought Warhammer Plus before I left on a trip because I wanted to read White Dwarfs on the train. And you know what's fun about Warhammer Plus? It doesn't fucking work on iOS. Like at all. Like you open the browser. It's a browser app. Oh, it boils my piss. Like it's like, come on. Come on, dudes. There we go. Something like that. I think the plan is I'm gonna cut out the sides. Oh, you look at that! He don't even want no mud pants. Mud pants? I can't think that's not happening. But it does remind me though that I do have like but speaking about bad accents, I do have an orc project that I'm waiting for some stuff to clear up first, but I have a very fun idea to, because I was like, what do I do with all these orc boys I got? I don't from the box because I was like, I don't know. I was like I could do like Nurgle orcs, or maybe I could do like, I don't know. I have an idea. I have a real good idea, but I need to at least paint the intercessors. If nothing else, I need to at least paint the fucking intercessors from the Armageddon box. I want to do more than the intercessors, but the intercessors are like right up there. There we go. But yeah, it's like I'm having some. I legitimately like. I might need to do a triple paint next week, honestly. I need to finish up some chaos stuff. I need to get more. I'm basically going to have at least 1 day a week for rust vultures. I think that needs to be a thing. And then beyond that, I don't know. Star Wars was going to be a thing. And I just don't know, because I just keep looking at Star Wars and it's basically like, all right, buy the starter box. And the starter boxes are great. The starter box is also like 1 million more models. I don't know if I want to be doing 2 beginner boxes for 2 different games at the same time. But then again, maybe that's what people are into, so who knows? Just parallel painting a million minis. Painting good. Painting is good, to be fair. I do think one of these days I do want to at least give Goblin America another chance. Like, I will say, the dev is like every single day almost like dropping new updates to that fucking game, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. ADH painting horror. It's legitimately that's why you gotta establish a schedule, because otherwise you fucking schedules need to be a thing or else nothing gets done. Yeah, I have not figured that out. Apparently a lot of things have been changing, but they seem to be more like, oh, there used to be this like slide jump that I took out, but a lot of people miss it, so I'm putting it back in. And like, oh, the hitboxes on these one enemies are just kind of jank. They seem to be those kind of fixes, and not like, oh god, my computer is fucking dying, bro. So yeah, I don't know. I like maybe this weekend I could be like, oh yeah, let me try Goblin America again and see if it does literally anything. So much dust. All right, let's Oh! Okay, I think we're cooking with fire, everyone. I think we're cooking with fire. I think it's happening. All right. Still want to leave the back intact. But another thing I want to do. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of modern game. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. That's how you did Order Dusk. How you doing? I'm building... Waffle House ended up becoming real, kinda. So, like, I do have these little chunks as well. Like, part of me is, like, I could do 2 little, like, broken roof things and then tie it together. Like, I could be like, okay, like, have these, put some shingles on them, and just, like, glue, like, a rickety little crosswalk between the 2. That might be the sauce. That could work. That could be legit. Alright, so yeah, if I want to do that... Let's see, if I want to do that, that means I'm going to need to flip it turnways. I mean... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as a Skatari, you kind of have to, you know? Like, out of any faction that's going to have an ungodly, borderline excessive amount of lightning effects, if the Skatari didn't, I'd be like, what's the fucking point, you know? A trapdoor on the roof. Oh. Oh, hold on. I think that this needs to... I think it... Yeah. Oh, okay, the glue gun. The Ryobi is really specific, where it's like, oh, you need to land... Like, it needs to fit perfectly. Okay, that's a good idea, though. So in that case, what I need to do is I can just take this piece of foam, wrap it like this... And just kind of get like a... Okay, so it's like here... Oh god, yeah, if I just show up to my Mordheim group and be like, hey, I've been busy with terrain, and then I just bring like every dead fast food restaurant. Oh no, I just had like the darkest thought. You know what that dark thought is? You know how the Quiznos had those horrible little rats? Like those fucking eat Quiznos saw I was like, man, I need Skaven terrain really bad, but what would be Skaven terrain? Like, oh no, I think it's that. Yeah, oh god, okay. I don't want to play the I can't. So I don't blame people for not knowing, because Quiznos is like imagine like a Jimmy John's or a Subway tier sub place. It used to exist. It just doesn't really. It didn't. It just died for a while. But what they did is years ago they put on a commercial that is basically they were like two weird rats with human eyes and teeth that just sang really badly about subs. And it kind of like was like a really early hold on a sec. All right, let me do this. Let's see if I can. All right, I'm not going to play the video, but I will. Here's what I'm going to actually kind of. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to play the video. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I need to get this going. All right, I need to do a little bit of setup for this. Oh, cool. No, this is great. Okay, so there's an ad break. I'm going to run the ad break, and then by the time we're back, the Quiznos sub should be ready to go. So see you guys in a little bit. It's time. All right. It is time for people who are not aware of a great cultural loss. Everybody put your hands on your heart like it's the Pledge of Allegiance. Here we go.
Quiznos new Santa Fe Trio subs with smoky chipotle sauce. Fried chicken, roast beef, or smoked turkey. Quiznos. Toast.
Yep. That was it. That was the Quiznos commercial. The legend. They were not tasty. Quiznos used to be my favorite because they had the best beef dip. I'm gonna be honest, you could get away with a lot more in like the 90s and early 2000s. You could just do a lot of weird shit and like that was fine. But I think we just kind of as a society have just forgotten how much whimsy was stolen from us. So I'm doing one real quick thing. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I'll take it 100%. I genuinely like it. I think it's really fun. I think it's really fun just because it's just weird. Yeah, oh god, yeah, if we're talking about like that's not even the weirdest PlayStation commercial. I think I show this one every now and then, the PlayStation Flesh one. Let's see if I can find there's let's see PlayStation like flash button, maybe? Hold on, PlayStation. See, maybe like button or so ad. Oh, there's a really weirdly specific one where it's like all of the like there's like a lady beast surrounded with like a bunch of just like really fleshy PlayStation buttons. Yes, let's see. PlayStation torso ad. I don't even know how to find this. There's PlayStation used to do a lot of weird ads, and I cannot seem to find this one particular one I'm looking for. The neutral loaf. We all crave the neutral loaf. But yeah, exactly. We've lost the whimsy. Now we just kind of assume that like, mind you, companies have always been fucking us over forever. But now they don't even try to hide it. There's no pretense. It's just like, yep. It's you know what's happening. We know what's happening. There's been enough time this past. Assume the position. We'll go okay. But yeah, no, I like the whimsy. I like the whimsy of the crazy bullshit. It's fun. It's great. Okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get a roof. I'm trying to get a roof for the Waffle House. The idea that the Waffle House roof will then give me the option to have just like a big fuck off hole in it. I legitimately haven't eaten on there for a while. I have not eaten their Subway for a while. And yeah, Quiznos, it was bad. I was a dumb teenager, so like at the time, like, ooh, decent beef dip sub was worth it. There we go. All right. There's like baby dolls. There's weird. There was one where it was just like a black lady and a white lady, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know. There's like weird Yuri femdom vibes to it. Like, wow, okay. Yeah, like that. Yeah, especially like we live in a society now with like fucking people like Mr. Beast, where it's like they technically did the thing we all want to do, like the idea of like, wow, you too could like, you know, become a YouTube's person, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna also make that a weird soulless endeavor. It's like, god damn it. Okay, so like theoretically, if I do this, and then have like. God, I got stuff sticking to my arm now. Yeah, okay. And if I put like tile or something on it, and the big thing is I need to do is cut like a really shitty hole in the middle. okay, it's doable. Don't like a little Yuri film dummy advertising. If it was intentional, probably, but like it's it's like you got to try for it. Yeah, maybe was my local Quiznos just decent? I swear I had like an okay time at Quiznos, while everyone else had Giga Turbo hell. Totally missing the fuck out of this. Alright, let's get this on the thing. Hey, there we go, that's decent. Hey, perfect. All right, we got that on there. I legitimately might have just had the only good Quiznos then, or decent Quiznos. What do you mean your Quiznos served alcohol? That can't be a thing. That can't be real. I don't know. I mean, people who are working at fast food, as somebody who's worked at fast food multiple times in their life, yeah, no, the people aren't having a fun time there, sure. I don't know if I'd quite be at the, like, all fast food's actually pretty good. I accidentally beveled the side of this, and I don't know if I hate it or not. See how it's like that one's kind of like lightly slanted, and this one is not? I'm beginning to, like, second-guess life. Everyone's like, no, how Quiznos was awful. And not only am I learning that Quiznos is awful, everyone's like, Quiznos is the devil, and you cannot go to Quiznos, my child. I'm like, what the fuck? Quiznos? The easy, simple little Quiznos? Yeah. So yeah, mind you, it's possible that I had Quiznos added Zenith, and then everybody else got Quiznos, like, after the fall. There we go. So I'm gonna just do that to kind of, like, do that. Let's see. Go here. Yeah, 5 give it now. Yeah, I mean, I definitely eventually shut down. So like, I don't think everything was going great there. All right. Now the question is like, do I want to? Oh, first of all, I need to get the. Fuck. Hold on. I shouldn't. I fucked up. I got too in the sauce. I need to go to here, and like cut little bits of this. Because what I need to do is I need to basically like take the like the sides where like there was clearly like a window there. I guess I can kind of do it this way too. I also wonder if is my knife getting duller? I mean, that is the thing about foam, is foam does absolutely fuck on a knife really hard. Oh, okay, if that's the case, I can absolutely confirm that. I was in high school like late 2000s. So yeah, okay, no, that would be it. So like, the latest I would have had a Quiznos is probably like 2008, maybe 2009. Oh, that would explain a lot then if everybody's having like 2010s Quiznos. Okay, you know, I'll concede on that. I'll concede on that. That actually gives me context that makes sense now. Yeah, because they did have like, yeah, I think they were like some of the ones that toasted first, and then Subway's like, we'll toast now, and they're like, oh, it's over. Yeah, I got this is one with the little breakable blades. So the idea is after a while I'm just supposed to just chuck these, but yeah. That's fine. I'm mostly just scuffing this up, so I don't need to actually even really do a lot. Oh god, yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, apparently. Wow, I did truly have the golden age of Quiznos. That's the best it could have been. Damn. Yeah, I always make sure to like wrap my hand up with like several layers of like cloth and stuff, for that reason. Maybe like a little bit at the top. Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, I can flip it. I can flip it this way. Also, with the should have been a little more careful with that. The idea of the roof is actually a good idea because like this little bit's just going to be kind of like free floating. Right. Oh no, so I am aware of Captain D's, but I think they're like a very like region specific chain. Because growing up, it was like all Long John Silver's, and I would see Actually, I think there was one locally near me that went out of business. As somebody who likes, as somebody who likes seafood in all of its various forms, a lot of people fucking hate it. So I have to imagine that, like, if you're a seafood fast food restaurant, you're big struggling. So I'm gonna do a really quick thing. Hey, you remember this? I'm gonna like slice a little bit of this shit off now. And probably just tuck this away because I don't know if this is gonna get done tonight. I think I got the other two projects to keep me busy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd say it's quite a scheme. I just think it's like not a lot of people want to go there. The tricky thing is like if I keep it open, like I mean what's the best way to say this? If I glue on the roof, that does seal a lot of it. But that's going to mean that's going to be a little tricky to like get in there and show stuff. That might just be what I need to do though. Find out. A couple of years, yeah. I actually don't think I've ever eaten that one. Oh yeah, that's also too, if you fuck up cooking seafood, you just make people violently ill. I don't know. Cause like growing up, this is like gonna sound like really white trash, but like growing up, Long John Silver's was like one of the nicer fast food places. Like it would be like, oh, we're gonna have a night out in the town. Let's go to Long John Silver. It wasn't quite that bad. That was for Applebee's, unironically. But like it was kind of like, oh yeah, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but things are gonna be kind of okay. And like, I don't think that kind of tier of fast food where it's like slightly ascended McDonald's, but not quite like a sit-in. So I don't even know how I think the only reason the sit-ins are doing well these days is because they give unlimited drinks. And it turns out alcoholism is one hell of a drug. Yeah, that's fine. Get a little bit on there as well. I don't think I've ever seen a Bennigan's. I've heard of Bennigan's. Yeah. Oh no, the funny thing, if we're talking about like shitty chains that were your family's like special location, that was Fazoli's. I had really like growing up, it was legitimately we would go out of town to like the place that had a mall, Vampire Captain D's. We would go to the one place that had a mall that was like within a reasonable distance of where I grew up. We would go there. We would do like clothes shopping. I'd go to the little video game section, the EB games, and then we would finish it off with Fazoli's, and that was like a very consumerist but happy memory in my brain. Yeah, like it's like yeah, there's like fast food chains that like you just don't find out about until you're like. For me, that was Del Taco. I didn't know Del Taco existed until I went to visit some friends who went to a different college, and like, oh yeah, we have a Del Taco here, and I'm sad that there's never been one nearby. Because the Del Taco had like these amazing like tater tots that were taco seasoned. Those things were fucking pure sex. They were great. Wait, 14, are you serious? They actually help with drinking? No shit. You know. I don't know if you're fucking around or not, but damn. Wow. Well, yeah, just have yourself a good let's see. Oh, work. There we go. I was like work or workout. I'm not sure which. But yeah, have a good workout. Take it easy. Okay, that's fine. Didn't actually cut myself. Should probably not do it that way though. How you doing, Minita? How you doing? I am making a Waffle House. Cause I make good choices. Also, how you doing, Demon Slayer? How you doing? Oh, yeah, no, this is from Mordheim. I mean, this is going to be from Mordheim. I'm going to do it Mordheim style. I also got actually, this one is basically dried enough. There we go. Where I could start doing, like, I think the way I want to do this, yeah, maybe I will leave off that edge and just maybe worry about maybe getting some, like, extra texturing, some other stuff. I don't know. There's different ways I could go with it. Oh, for real? Oh, damn. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. The idea that alcohol isn't a recession-proof industry is kind of buck wild, you know? Mordheim. Oh, you probably have to subscribe to him then. Is there actually like a Mordheim person? I thought that was like a reference to like a community thing or whatever, but I didn't know that was actually like a dude. Also, how you doing, that darn sheep? How you doing? How you doing? I am making some Mordheim terrain. There we go. And by Mordheim, I mean Mordheim Waffle House, which has been going relatively good, actually. Yeah, that's one of those things. Just like, I don't really drink even as an adult, but I I'm a very atypical adult, so you know. So I would never really count my experience to the average person's condition. But yeah, I don't really go to bars any, and I don't really like drink at home a lot. So yeah. Get some fucking support pillar bullshits. That one needs to be clipped a little bit. Like I say, I really like these players. Oh yeah, I fucking love Zaxby's. The one near me fucking closed down. It sucks. Like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, this is Foam Core, yeah. No, Zaxby's got some real good chicken, and also they have a really, really, really good, like, deep fried mushrooms, which I enjoy. I know a lot of people hate mushrooms, and those people were cowards, but you know, Zaxby's got the goods. Where it says. Yeah. Beautiful hot temperature glue gun, my beloved. There we go. I got 3. Oh, I'm jelly. If you have, so I'll cut you some slack if you got like a genuine like condition or allergy or whatever. I just know a lot of people are like, no, they're dirt flavored. I'm like, you're dirt flavored. Get the fuck out of my sight. Yeah. Vaping is also just like a big thing for like, you know, I play in nerd hobbies. There's a lot of 30-year-olds with vape pens at all times. That's pretty common in circles I'm in. Some more coffee stir stick slapping. I mean, I was using coffee stir sticks earlier, and I will again. I don't know if that makes like a audible slapping noise though, but who knows? No, legitimately, I am proud of you for quitting. I know, because like, kicking at a bad addiction like that is like legitimately incredibly difficult. So, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Going through completely different crop destroy problems. Oh, fun. Excellent. Well, if you want a drink that's not recession proof, I mean that is recession proof, you should check out my sponsor, Gamer Stops. They're gonna love that shout out. All right, let's get the top. Okay. Oh, my gluing is the fucking worst, but that's fine. As long as it eventually looks all right. There we go. Okay, let's maybe just like hold it like this a little bit. Hey, there we go. It's like little gaps and stuff I'm gonna have to fill. But like, oh, and the nubbins. Can I cut out the nubbins in time to save this? Oh, that did help actually. Oh, I think that generally did the trick. if I take this little thing, I'm just gonna go like... Fuck, I forgot to cut a hole in the top. Okay, it's fine, I can do it now. Everything's weird here. Oh, okay, well shit, I was kind of kidding about that, but hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't think my new place has this issue, but my last place legitimately was like, hey, we don't know necessarily if there is lead in the water. We can't tell you. You might want to invest in a filter. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right. Luckily, I was already using a filter, but I got a super, super strong one. I do remember Bang. That was never really... If we're talking about, like, dead drinks, I miss Sobe. I miss Sobe so fucking much. Sobe was, like... Because, like, most energy drinks, you can kind of find, like, a good enough substitute. I don't know what's, like, a fucking good Sobe replacement. I've yet to really find, like, alternative Sobe. I think the roof will be fine. I could, a lot of times we're going to use ladders too, so people will be able to get onto the roof via the ladder, so I'm not super worried about that. Crypto? Really? I guess crypto ruins a lot, so I guess I'm not too surprised, but that's still really weird to me for some reason. So we don't want to cut. I have a better idea. It's also dumb, so hold on. Seeing some fucking drip. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that later. I kind of forget that, like, you know, it turns out hot glue dry real quick. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a good way to go about doing this. But what I'm gonna do, trust me on this, follow the process. Follow the process. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna draw the hole in the bottom. I'm gonna make like a generic little wobbly hole. You lost. Oh, God. Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, don't do that. Oh. God, I still can't believe I went for years without realizing there was a fucking, like, I'm about to say autistic cover. An acoustic cover of Bure. Like, that... Love the idea of autistic covers. I don't know what that even entail, I guess. I guess I just like Fortnite remixes. Maybe, or Vocaloid cover. Yeah, no, I guess both of them kind of fit that same niche. Just depending on your demographic and how old you are. Just do, okay, so let's go do like a more... Oh, so we got whole carved... This is way more ovular than the guide I did, but the angles are very restricted because I am a fool. This is very much going to be a learning experience stream. Okay, we're almost there. I mean, luckily once I punch out this oval, I can then just walk around with the edges. Just kind of like... Thank you for that bet. Thank you. Actually, this isn't too bad. No, I do want to expand it, because if I expand it, I can, like... I kind of like the idea of making the hole, like, real big. And then just doing, like, yeah, like one of these, like a little, like, not quite fully cover the hole. Yeah, don't worry, I'll expand hole. I'll do it. I know you're sneaking a joke in there, but I will do it anyway. Yeah, that's the ceiling. I also think I'm gonna fuck around with some tiling, maybe. Oh, hold on. Helps if I lock that. Yeah, train music indeed. Except by train music, I mean just. God, this is where you can tell I jacked a lot of songs from that A radio, because it's just like, oh, just a bunch of 2011's greatest weeb hits. Oh fuck. So yeah, so basically right now it's like a hole in the ceiling. These would have been windows at one point, but they've been like chunked out on both ends. And then the back wall will just be a wall. Like this is going to be solid. I think that'll generally get me what I want. Okay, I definitely like yoinked the big fucking chunk out of this. Also feels like the more I like actively yank out of here, the better. Like, I mean, it's more organic. So yeah, I probably don't even need to get that full width I did there. Hey, we're turning this crack house into a crack home. But yeah, no fair. I mean, to be fair, it's a Mordheim Waffle House. I don't know what the fuck you want. It's going to look weird and shitty. All right, there we go. So we got a pretty decent sized hole in there. Now, like, I mean, we got. Peter? Peter made noise. I don't know for what reason. So I do have more cardboard. This is a Terminator box. They're built and primed and did a little bit of singular coating on them. But they have not ready for stream yet. And like, I really like this Terminator kit, but it's like, I have so many other projects to do. What the fuck, you fucking nerds. Jesus Christ. All right, so basically I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with the other one. Kind of like yank off this shitty bottom connector bit of cardboard. And then flip it open. Maybe just go like... Noink. There we go. And then right there... And I'm gonna try to turn these into like little shingles. The other one doesn't really have any roof per se for shingles to really work on. I could definitely turn these other scraps in there. It does need to be kind of wobbly. I might keep these scraps around for that. I might not. All right. God, you fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, this part can be thrown away. Look at me, I'm recycling. That is like a weird little bit in my brain where it's like, oh yeah, I am recycling. This is kind of nice. This is kind of good for the environment. That one. I know some people will like take the time to round out these, and I'm not gonna do that. Let's see, we'll get rid of these. Get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do think genuinely that Vampire Hunter D Necromunda Warband would be like pretty easy to do. Like I don't think that'd be particularly difficult. I could use a ruler on these two, but I don't care. God, like I do think a lot of terrain stuff, I'm eventually going to find the point where it's like, I should be taking more precise measurements. I should be doing this with a bit more organizational, like, caring. But at least right now I have not quite hit that threshold yet, so this will be fine. Go. A little divot I don't want. So yeah. Yeah, that was my thought too, that like I could just do layers of janky shingles and it won't be like a huge dealio. Actually, I can actually like zoom in on this too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut these into like roughly the same size little shingles. I'm gonna do I think I'm supposed to do them shiny side down. Actually, no, people typically do shiny side up for shingles, I think. So we're gonna have a Waffle House made out of, technically chaos has already infested this Waffle House. I'm you know, as one do. Yeah, God, I once again I feel it. I feel it in my jelly. Eventually Necromunda is gonna hit my local scene. I just know. That's what I was thinking weirdly. I was like, I could take some of my Mordheim stuff and just make them Vansar. Be really fucking goofy. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Quora is something that, like, I think is very neat, but I have not seen it anywhere. I was starting to print out some Quora a long time ago, but that was before I sort of switched to a newer printer. So like when I switched to my current printer, everything from the old printer that I did not have finished and wasn't going to finish in like a short enough time, I was like, okay, clearly I had all the time in the world to finish this and I didn't. So I will wait and do it again with a better printer this time. And I really haven't done any Quar stuff because I have the Westa Yarn, the ones that ride around kind of in tractors as like a neutral third party. Because Quar is like an actually like legit crazy long history that's pretty much like the monarchy versus I guess like democracy kind of. I forget exactly the political stance of the non like monarchy kind of, or I guess non-nobility. It's like it's Croftians versus the Crusaders, I believe, is like their general names, but I forget exactly. But there's a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah, I'm very lucky where it's like, yeah. Oh no, we haven't played the niches of war games. We've only played every other niche war game. Yeah, it's also kind of funny because if you read the every Quar book is like goofy little Muppet animator people that are like, the Quar are like, imagine a world where only hobbits exist. Like, imagine only hobbits exist. Like, they really like to live in their burrows. They really like their snacks. They don't really necessarily like fighting. But imagine if everybody was hobbits, you know. Sometimes hobbits do need to go to war. And they're just kind of like ain't ashamed as they invent like fucking tanks and like fucking like World War I style machine guns or whatever. Which I think kind of adds to it. Like it definitely has like a bit of spice to it when you're like, oh yeah, no. It's because when it's like, yes, I'm sadness fucker, the demon prince of sadness, and inserting my penis into your sadness. I'm evil. Like I am Captain Longerius, Tiberium Sigonius. I am Ultramarine. I have never done anything wrong in my life. We should battle sadness fucker, and they duel. And you're like, that's fun. I don't hate that, you know. But it's like, it doesn't feel as brutal when one of them dies to a fucking mortar. When if both of those were to die to a mortar, you'd be like, well, yeah, that's just how it go. Yeah, very Welsh too. Which is funny because I think it's made by an American dude. He was raised on a lot of like British war games and stuff, but he ended up making a game that's like so good at being a war game, like that feels like it's from like the UK. Or maybe I'm not aware. Maybe there's some like secret infos I'm just not privy to, but. I guess I could use people. Rather not. No, I found it. There we go. All right, so the plan, let me zoom out again, is I'm going to glue some tiles onto the Waffle House. I'm going to go like, I'm probably going to like, yeah, there we go. Come on, glue stick. Hold out, buddy. I believe in you. Yeah, there we go. Get some fucking jank ass tiles on that bitch. What I might do is I might glue stick this down and then maybe later go back in with a maybe go back in with some PVA glue and like really thin it and just kind of paint over top of it. That might be the way to go. Mind your head on the side of the tank. Oh, that's real good. That's real good. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's so tricky because I'm so easy to get excited for projects that part of me is like, I could see me getting back into Quar. I could see doing more Quar stuff would be kind of fun. But it's like, oh no, I know how this works. I get super excited for things and then it enters like the backlog. Oh, so Trench Crusade, I guess Trench Crusade is like a decent financial way around that. I'm also debating if it's like, do I want to do like shingles just all in one direction, or do I want to do shingles like on this side and just kind of have them meet in the middle? I'm thinking meet in the middle is the approach I want to go. I'm gonna give that a shot. I think because this doesn't have like a properly like slanted roof, there's gonna be inherently a little bit of weird jankness to this, but that's fine. That is A-okay. This is why I can't wait. I'm curious. I know sometimes people from my gaming club come here to the streams and watch. I'm curious if any are going to tune in, because this would be fun just to be like, hey, it's here. It's here. So, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, I used to subscribe to the Westphalia stuff, but like, I've hit a weird thing where I've kind of like, I basically got all the Trench Crusade models I need. Like, I'm mostly feature complete until they release like new factions, or if maybe like I decide to play, maybe like Iron Sultanate that's not Alchemist, because I really just don't have, I don't have a lot of just like regular Sultanate dorks, but that doesn't super excite me. Like, I feel like almost like if I wanted to do more of that, I could just do, it's gonna work. This might be this actually legitimately might be a good use for, okay, I could use that for layer, and then maybe I'll just use PVA glue. New visual language. I mean, kinda. I mean, I do have, like... Let me get max zoom real quick. I do have, like, these guys. The quality's gonna look really shit just because of zoom level. But yeah, I do have these, like, Trench Pilgrim Raider kind of dudes. Which would be like if I wanted to do more like... I kind of like the idea of like a bunch of Trench Pilgrims. It's like, okay. Like, you know, thou shalt not steal and whatnot. You're like, that seems pretty cut and dry. But I like to imagine that they're like, well, everything is God's. And we've seen what everybody else does to God's stuff. So we're taking it back. That's right, everybody. We're looting for Jesus. You went to our Father's house and you fucked it all up. So we're taking it back. Which that was mostly just based on there's like some Beastie Arm sculpts that are really good. That was using as a basis for those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new thing of Elmer's. I definitely use a thinner. So I had some like I had some PVA glue in my. How you doing, Shadow? How you doing? I'm layering. Oh fuck. I might need to do it. I don't know. We'll find out. My PVA glue was running low, and I found some in my like storage closet. And in the storage closet, the thing was like, oh yeah, this is like bookbinding PVA glue. I was like, there's probably no real difference there. And I think there is a real difference. I think it's just that this stuff is like way runnier and thinner. Which, mind you, I need to do like a run to like a Target anyway, though. So like I can maybe do that and then grab me some of this and grab me some other bullshit. I did a really dumb thing where I went to my LGS to try to look for like I really at that point I didn't really need to go there, but like I wanted to go just to see if anyone might have traded some stuff in with the new edition. And they did actually. I did get a small unit of what are they called? God, they're the flying dudes with like the heavy, like the Gravis powder stuff. They're called like interceptors or something like that. So many Primaris things just kind of roughly sound the same. It's really annoying. But yeah, I went there and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. The price for them is real cheap. And the more I look into building Rust Vultures, the more I realize they're just like, their gene seed might be or is unknown and might be just fucking White Scars, but they're gonna be really Raven Guard playstyle wise. The more I look at shit, like I think I'm gonna just have like a lot of jetpack dudes. I don't think it's gonna necessarily be good, but like, you know, I'm doing it. It's gonna be real. There we go. So yeah, at some point I will need to make a big target quest. That's true. That's true. The Bible does say "Thou shalt not kill," but yeah, it's gonna get a little. You got a little wiggle room. It's fine. I will say this is kind of relaxing. I know some people legit like I go through a lot of different types of like little hobby activities that are just kind of this like mechanical feel. It just is like, oh, this is nice and cozy. Maybe I do got to start building some terrain on my off hours for the same reason. Just like, oh yeah, there we go. Just like cut out some little shingles. Just array things out. Have a little bit of fun with it. But yeah, I went there and I got that, and I was like, wait a minute, fuck. Oh, I gotta separate that. It's too perfect. What's it called? Oh yeah, I was like, I need to get some blue. I need to get some Pro Acryl blue because my current blues suck. My current blues suck, and I need better blues for the Star Wars stuff. Because I was like, oh yeah, I want to get some like better glues for like their jeans. I'm gonna get some like proper like jean blue. And I did not think that when I'm there, and I don't want to make another trip. It's like now like the LGS I play games at is pretty close. It's like maybe within like a very short car drive. But now the LGS that I go for just buying stuff is approximately like 45 minutes to an hour away. Which isn't bad. Like sometimes I'll still go there because it's like, could I order some stuff online? Yeah, but like it's nice just to look at the paint racks and whatnot. It's not too bad though. Like that level of drive isn't the worst to me personally. For me, it would be bad if it was like I don't know. That an hour is not too bad. An hour is not too bad. And like hour is not particularly common. I would argue it's probably a lot closer to like I'm gonna say it's probably a lot closer to maybe like 40-45 minutes. It's definitely closer. I might actually be running out of cardboard, like little shingle stuff, which is interesting. I guess because like I mean, I do have some things if I really need to. I could find extra sources of just like loose cardboard in my house if I really needed to. Yeah, I think hour is like the limit. If it was more than that, I'd be like, only for special occasions. It's also kind of weird because we got people at my LGS that are like, hey, I like this event, so I drove in from 3 states away, and we're like, oh, you didn't have to do that. We're just playing like Turnip today, and they're like, yeah, no one plays Turnip, so I made the trek, and we're like, oh, okay. Like that stuff is nuts to me personally, but I get it. Like if that's your only way to play a game, sometimes you do that. Yeah, exactly. That Swede might have been like, yeah, no one's playing fucking Infinity here, so I want to play, so I'll do it. That's the thing as an American that always fucks my shit up too. It's just like how close all the countries are in Europe, where you could just have someone like, yeah, just come from a different country, you know, to play games. Like any country trips for me are like big ordeals. As it's super easy to like travel like hundreds of miles and still be in America. I'm jelly. God, playing Fetty, yeah. I always wonder about like bringing models on an airplane. Like that's always something that like really intrigues me. It's like the process of that. Cause you know, like if I decide to ever go to like, oh fuck, I dropped it again. If I go to like Adepticon or something like that, I'm going to need to bring models on a plane. And I'm like, how the fuck is that going to work? Do I just go like, hey TSA guy, I know this thing is mostly made of metal and magnets, but I can assure you it's Warhammer. Like, I'm sure they technically get that shit all the time, but it's like also going to be tricky. At least I'm not like, sometimes when VTubers come back from cons and they got like body pillows and shit, which is fine, you know, that's a fun thing to do, but it's like, God, when like if like a TSA agent searches and you got fucking like a big ass like I don't know, like mint Fantome, just like fucking body pillow, and you're like, so this is my body. Oh cool, I still have the other half of this. I just had a bunch of this in my lap, and I was like, I'm surprised that this went so quick. Yeah, that weirdly enough, that is my experience. I know, like I said, I'm like very out of like sync with like regular people my age, but every now and then I do run into people that I just don't really know, and they end up seeing my models and they're like, ooh. I think at like a very light level, like your average person is impressed by painting. Like, not that all of them are just like, oh, they're waiting for their moment to turn to like get into it. I think a lot of them, weirdly enough, can still appreciate like the skill element, even if they could not give a shit about like anything else with the hobby, which is kind of neat. Oh fuck, yeah, that has to be worse. Yeah, you can't. You say that, but like, I live kind of like I'm very far away from both sections. So like either one is a significant distance to get there by plane. Like there are like flights from like one side of the states to the other. That's why I'm like, I want to go to Offkai one year, but it's in fucking California like everything else is. And I understand why, because California, big state. Like, set this, it's coming back soon, don't worry. But it's like fuck me. I don't want to go all the way. I don't want to go all the way to California for everything. That's what I was like. Please, I need this on-key expo to do good. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned earlier. From what I understand, is the trouble with that people like is like Socks pulled out of the on-key stuff. I think it's like they were working with a vendor that apparently uses a lot of AI stuff, and like they weren't aware. And they're kind of doing that. Oh, we didn't know. We are now figuring things out. I think the sock stuff was about security though. I don't think it was an AI thing for them. I think they're like, hey, if we do this, our talents will be here, and we need to make sure that the security, like, which makes sense from like, you know, it's like, oh, okay. If we're gonna make an appearance and have like our name attached to this, we need all the security info in advance. And I just don't think they were able to get that in time. So Socks pulled out because it's like, yeah. Like it's a lot of times with VTuber stuff, it's not like I don't know how much I'd argue that like in danger, but like stalking can be a thing. Like I know a VTuber friend that was I guess more like acquaintance, but still nice enough lady, where just like some weirdo that was already kind of like stalking her shit on stream showed up at like a convention and tried to follow her around. So it's like if you are managing a company, you gotta make sure that shit's fucking not gonna happen. If I could like stack 3 of these together. Can I layer 3 of these at once? No. It's too slippery. I can just do it. Let me zoom. Also, let me zoom it again too. There we go. So yeah. Like I want on-key to be good because I would love an East Coast VTuber con. And then I guess the other really option is Vexpo, which I do want to go to Vexpo. I want to go to Vexpo because I want to do the big double nerd trip, which is Vexpo followed by going to Warhammer World. It's like the friend who was like, yes, Hal, you should go to Vexpo, Hal. Warhammer World, Nottingham's like right a hop, skip, and a jump away from Vexpo, Hal. How you doing, Twisted Metal? How you doing? I don't think I give you a proper howdy. I don't think I gave you a proper howdy. How you doing? I am fucking around with Mordheim terrain. I will say too, it's like you know that thing where you see someone do a bunch of stuff on a tutorial and you're like, that can't be too crazy hard. Yeah, I'm learning that in real time. But also, this is like the first time I've scratch built like a house before, so I don't feel too bad. Technically, yes. So it's not just Warhammer, but in the States, it really is. I mean, there's the big Warhammer Championship things, which is where stuff gets revealed, but also Adepticon is sort of like the big mini convention. There's also the Nova Open is one that's kind of like definitely lesser in scale, but has been getting bigger the last couple of years. But yeah, I would argue the one that I would like to go, and the one that's sort of like the big one in the States anyway, is Adepticon. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the one if you're in the UK is Salute. I don't think G-Dubs has a huge presence there, but I know that's sort of like I think G-Dubs has a small presence there, but like everybody else, like if you like war games in general, Salute I think is sort of the one. I would also like to go to Salute, but you know, what I gotta get is I gotta get big enough that I could fund trips to the UK for content. I got like that is something every now and then you're like, this is this creator guy, blah 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 blah, doing whatever. And it's like I could totally see where they're like, yeah, so I use this trip as an excuse to go to Warhammer World, and then I did this project. I'm like, oh, that must be nice. Yeah, there's I've heard that basically every place that has like a flea market or whatever equivalent, those are fucking bonkers. Like you'll have dudes that just show up with like Full Metal Warhammer, just like blisters of old minis. They're like $20 and just take all of this. It's like some people legitimately go to there just to be like, I can't have this anymore. I need you to take this from me. How you doing, Chieftain? I'm working on terrain though. Right now I'm actively cutting shingles out of Terminator box because you know recycling. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, apparently, if you can go to like any of these like big convention places, they're dangerous to. Gen Con was already dangerous enough to my wallet the couple times I've been there because it's like, Gen Con's where you go for like RPGs. So it's like every new game and a lot of new games are like debuted at Gen Con. So like you go there to get the copy for like 3 months before everyone else does. And then you got like exclusive stuff. Like Malifaux would have their Nightmare boxes for sale at Gen Con. I think it's Total Warhammer seems neat. It's funny because I'm like, man, I don't really have the time or ability to do any of the like live service Warhammer games. I also don't really do like I haven't like I think I have all 3 Total Warhammer games. I've barely played them. It's mostly just because I only really play stream on games on stream these days, outside of Slay the Spire, which I continually try to dial back on. Yeah, a lot of places do. It's really nice. There we go. Yeah, for context, Chieftain, I've made a like bombed out Waffle House right now. It's very, very bare bones. But it's going. I can't figure out how to do like. There's gotta be some way I can just kind of apply like a paste or something to kind of like even out some of the shapes. It'll end up good. Even if it ends up decent, because that's the thing too. Even if it ends up decent, the fact that like this is actually like a pretty solid backdrop for photography is going to be pretty baller. But yeah, it does seem pretty neat. It does seem pretty neat. I'll probably maybe give it like a go or 2 on stream, but like I don't know if that's going to be a regular content thing for me. Go. Shit, we got it's coming up. Oh no, we got a little bit of time for that. There we go. Do some like really kind of shoddy off-center ones like here. Yeah, we could just kind of come around. There we go. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm also like looking at the Steam sale stuff, and really there's not a huge amount. I kind of forgot about Mugenics. How you doing, Oogie? How you doing? Here-ish. Like one here-ish where this pile of glue is. And then thank you for the hydrate. There we go. We go over here. I do really like using old Warhammer boxes for this because there's just something really magical about seeing like the little snippets of Terminator on there. Also need to make sure to save all these other ones. And I'll probably go back to that original piece I was working on at the very beginning to do some... I think just add some other stuff with some of the coffee stir sticks. Is probably the way to go. There. I need to get me some... I'm gonna have thin Elmers and thick Elmers. I'll need to figure out how to deal with that. But if I put like just like between like 2 buildings, or maybe put like 2 ladders on each side, I think the fact that the roof is actually kind of like big and flat for this is gonna be fun. There's part of me that kind of is debating the idea of just leaving the hole in. Because if I leave the hole in, that means people could duel on the roof. But I also think visually, the idea of just having this like rickety fucking I think the rickety plank bridge is just too good not to. We can always do things like sometimes if you're like fighting in Mordheim on top of like a rickety platform, what's it called? Let me also like break all the ends of this first. There's a chance that if you there's a chance that if you like fail your combat, you have to make like an initiative test not to fall off. Show hole. Wow. I don't have to look over. I think somewhere in my files I have like some like counters and stuff. some booths maybe. I mean, really, I just need a couple of broken tables and some like I about to say tires. Yes, I need some tires. I think I just need some barrels because instead of having like bar stools, I know bar stools existed in Mordheim era, as you know, bars existed. But like, I think if I just use barrels instead, I think that would just kind of inherently look a bit like more fun. There we go. And how you doing, Lord of Bones? I think I gave you a proper hello, but howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm currently doing bullshit. I'm doing bullshit. That's good. All right, so now I just gotta go like here, maybe like here-ish, something like that. And I could just go like, yeah. Oh, there we go. I could still leave a decent amount of hole showing. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Flatten this out. This wedge. What the fuck? Oh, they're crossing. There we go. Hey, oh, God damn it. Okay, I can't say God damn it. I prompted that one on purpose, but yeah. Me reaping, also me sowing, also me reaping. No. Also, the tricky thing is I'm also gonna need to figure out where to stick all these, like when they're done. I currently like trying to like condense a lot of things in my apartment has been a big task of mine as of late. I've been trying to fix that a little bit. I got so this is gonna sound dumb, but over the years I've just gotten Vtuber keychains as part of their like bundles, and I was like, what the fuck do I do with these? And it turns out like, oh yeah, you can actually make like a little cork board and then just like pin them on there. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Hey, let's go. Conjoined legs. Oh, that's a sick design. Hell yeah, let's go. Nice. Yeah, I'm working on Waffle House. Also, looks like we got an ad break going, so I'm gonna run that bad boy. See you guys in a bit. All right, we're back. Yippee! Oh shit, my building changed entirely. So yeah, we're going back to this one to like maybe not wrap things up necessarily, but like get something cohesive going. So this is looking pretty good. One thing I do want to do is just go like snap these bullshits off. There we go. Snap that off. Snap the one off over here. Or twist it off so it looks fucked up and broken. Why did you clip that? Yeah, fine, whatever. You fucking nerds. All right, we do it over here as well. So here's generally what we got. So like the top is great, honestly. So like we got like lots of good movement room and we got some cover spots. The top is really good. I have no issue here. Things that need work is the sides. So what I wanted to do with this, which is just haven't done that yet. It's my fair. But also apply explosive trap and anti-tank mine. Have a good night, Jay. Take it easy. So I want to do like oh, these are slightly not long. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I was originally going to do like a sideways one, but I think the way that I need to go is actually go reinforced like this. Have like this, and then maybe put like a window in the middle. Like I could do maybe like a window like that. If I glue it like this. Another one like there we go, something like that. Let's mark this real quick. Chevron shape. I'm trying to think of like how that would work. Like I could. The thing is, I don't think that's particularly common for these. I think if I do it more like like these like little like side pillar things. Okay. I was gonna do it for this side anyway, but with this really janky window in there. So yeah, that's probably just gonna be the way to go. We're gonna get like a couple of these out. How do I like do like a nice clean cut on a bunch of these popsicle stick motherfuckers? Can I just take my knife? Can I knife some popsicle sticks? Hey, let's go. Congrats on getting the printer set up. Oh yeah. I would kind of like the idea that there's just like a Mordheim like war band that's just actively trying to... Actually, that might be like a Sisters of Sigmar thing where they're like, this is Sigmar City. Stop fucking it up. Stop it. Stop fucking it up. Okay, this doesn't really super work on there. Yeah, look at you misremembering the Tudor style. Fucking no. You guys know a lot more like historical knowledge than I do, and I'm just like, wow, yeah. I made the meat guy real fleshy. Apparently, I don't know about that, but I have heard that like if you want to like make plastic card look appropriately worn out for orcs, you actually put it in your mouth and chew on it a little bit because it will rough up the edges. I have heard that works. I've not needed to use orc plastic card just yet, but like it might happen. There we go. We got a couple of these and a little bit off the top. There's probably a bunch of different ways. To be fair, the guy I saw use it was Trent Miscast, and he kind of fucks around with techniques for fun. So yeah, this isn't going to be quite a smooth fit in there, but that's fine. And then you basically almost perfect there. Hey, there we go. Nice. So let's go. Let's do a really thin strip of glue for both. Yippee! Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, definitely do it. I mean, God, gladiators are cool. Once again, like there's already so many people in my local scene doing pit fighters for Mordheim, but I do have some old minis that would be pretty bitchin' pit fighters for Mordheim. Why is that one so fucking bendy? I wonder if that one's just gonna be too fucking bent to do anything. By the way, all these coffee stir sticks are ones I've actually unironically used for stirring coffee. They've gotten their original usage. I could put a little bit of PVA glue on there. I mean, like, not PVA glue, just super glue. On, like, right in the middle. But yeah, for context, this is what I'm doing. The angles on... like, this is something that's really tricky. I don't know a good way around it, but for train building streams, that's where angles are always, like, big struggle. Add a little bit of glue there. Add a little bit of glue there. Hey, there we go. Do that on here as well. There we go. So, yeah, I've also heard someone talk about using that for sweat. Like using sweat to fucking activate super glue, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. Like it's I'm sure it works, and I'm sure there's like chemical reasons why it works, but part of me is just like, oh no, I don't like that. Maybe I just skip the PVA glue and just go straight to super on this bad boy. Giotto. There we go. Waterworks too. I'm partial to baking soda. Baking soda is my jam for making super glue dry super quick. There we go. That's when to go and try. Ugh. Oh, you fucking person. There we go. All right, check this out. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. This looks nice and proper. Oh, hold on. That means I need to actually go. Oh, hey, excellent. I have a couple of these extras, which is good because now I need to extend it past the top. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So I also need to go like here. And then also maybe like here-ish. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, maybe I need it. Maybe it is the heat, and I just need to start using them fresh. Also, what I'm gonna do for these, I do have some spackle kicking around. I might need to get some new spackle, honestly. But I think if I just like use wall filler on the gaps, I think I can get that fixed as well. Also, I need to do a similar deal over here. This side is the real jank side, but that's fine. Then I also need a tallish one on this side. Yeah, it's fuck. Okay, so yeah, I guess I might just, yeah, I don't know. I guess I could still use the warp ones are still pretty good for planks. But yeah, if I'm doing anything that involves like the exterior, I might need to go that way next time. And here we go. And then what I want to do for this one is get under it. And then maybe above it. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up to here and just kind of do like ah, fuck! That just launched into space. Maybe what I might do here is like add like a little kind of little cover for the window. That might kind of fill up that gap. I gotta get like a little smaller on there. Oh boy. The howl that needs to actually go in vacuum after all this is going to be very sad. I'm gonna let me know right now that future me, I'm both sorry and your problem now. There we go. Okay, so we got like a little side thing. I'll probably do something similar when I inevitably cut out the window. I will need to cut out this window for this side. I want to do it for like this. Oh, thank God. It's like still roughly the right size. Probably like there. But yeah, I'm probably gonna, I got a decent amount of time. Okay, I gotta let that dry a little bit. Oh yeah, hold on. Somebody said the idea of just painting the back black and just gluing on the window. That might be the magical ticket. Hold on. Yeah, let me get it. So yeah, I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth whether I want to do that little side, that side little bit. The side little bit will help break out line of sight, which I think is going to be good for gameplay. But it's like, well, if I'm doing photography stuff, if I'm doing photo stuff, that just means that entire like angle is just going to be cut off. So it depends. It's like, do I kind of prioritize like, oh, this needs to be like good functional terrain, or should this be pretty terrain? Because I could really go either. Bump that down a little bit. Oh, it's dried up. Never mind. Actually, that's fine then. Then I could just put it directly in like the interior. So there we go. I added that, so I could just put that like roughly like here-ish. After I like paint that section black, and then just kind of nuzzle that in there. Do it for the gram. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. All right, so what do we get? So we got those. Once again, overall pretty good. So now here's what I'm thinking about doing: is I have scraps. There we go. So I got a pile of wood scraps. I got some tile scrap, some like like shingle scraps I can put on the ground. One of these just fell directly in my keyboard. That's why I switched to a mechanical keyboard, not because I'm like, oh, I need the clickety clacks, because I know shit's gonna break it. So what I could do is like I got like this chunk. I could like put some cork on there and maybe like glue it like it's fallen over on the cork, something like that. Actually, that might be the way to go. So like I could build like a little fake cover, but not like how. Yeah, okay, hold on. I think I had a big brain blast. All right, let's go into my cork reserves. Let me grab my cork. Oh, my cork is buried. Oh, here I'm grabbing cork. Ah, there we go. Nice. So I got this. Cork is life. Cork is love. If you are somebody who does minis, I recommend you getting a hold of some cork. So what I'm gonna do is typically I'm just gonna like break off some chunks manually. Yeah, play that classic game Corka Morka, exactly. I hate these corner bits, but usually you can kind of shred them down a little bit so that they're useful for bases still. All right, so what I'm thinking is like I put a chunk here, and then I just kind of put like a bit of the like broken wall, like maybe like off to maybe like here, or like off to the side. Some glue cork here, file it down so it's less like pointy, and maybe just have this like little collapsed panel. Because then you can hide a model behind it, and that's line of sight blocking. Yeah, I think there we go. Maybe. Yeah, so the big thing is I need to angle it correctly. I gotta do it like I gotta do it real fucking smooth. Tech deck stream, hell yeah. Let's see, can I like? I think I've ever tried to like cut cork like this. Because I need to like clip off like the top half-ish so I can get like a more gradual incline. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And then I also need to like smooth out this edge. Typically, because like a lot of times too, the way the cork looks really fake is you gotta, I can actually zoom in on this a little bit. I'm gonna like rip up the edges to kind of like bevel it a little bit, just a smidgen. And then I can always take the scraps too and put them elsewhere on the board, which is nice. Do that, I do that, and then I can even just do like, put this under here, kind of smooth it. Yeah, let's do that, okay. We'll put a bunch of glue here. Oh god, there's a chunk that got under it right as I started gluing. I love this, so good. Add the cutoff bit as the ramp. And then glue on some glue there, and a little bit on there, a little bit on the bottom. And I'll probably do some other bullshit later to kind of smooth that out, but it's fine. Add more little... Okay, let me pull this more in the center, because I'm doing this slightly offside. God, I don't think I really comprehended how bad the angles were going to be for this, but that's fine. We got this other chunk, too. Actually, I wonder if I could even just take the back part. No. There we go. Shred this up, and then wedge it into the recess where the cork is touching the... Yeah, there we go. Let's do that. And then I'll need the... Right now there's like a rough bit and then like a smooth bit here. Here-ish. So if I also just put some more glue in there just to kind of wedge a chunk. There we go. I will say it's fun. The more it's getting worked on, the more like cohesive it's looking. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right. So for context, here's sort of what we got going on. This is our little rubble pile. I think maybe tucking in like another big chunk, maybe more towards this side, maybe. There we go. Something kind of like roughly same around here. I gotta like remove a lot of bullshit. This is another thing where it's like the what I listen to and what I'm doing is just so very different. It's very fun. All right, there we go. Got like a nice solid little chunk, which I'll go ahead and put here, which I'll show. And there we go. So we got that little chunk. There we go. So now I'm thinking too. So we have all these little like scrappity bits in the back, and then also all these little bits. And also got some rocks. Got my big ass bag of rocks. So it's debris time, motherfuckers. Let's grab all these little fucking bullshit chunks. The more scraps I can recycle into the base, I think the better. Let's take this little one. I'm just gonna break it up into stuff. Grab this side bit over here. There we go. So we have a nice proper collection of just scrap bullshit. I'm gonna start with just like wake me when it's tube time. I don't think there's gonna be much tubage here. I'm gonna put like a bunch of glue in the back. Spread some around. Go. Let's see what brushes do I have to sacrifice? Okay, I got this big flat fucker. I can dunk that in the water. And then like mush the glue around roughly just sort of everywhere on the base. No pipe shall be laid. Not a singular one. Sure I rinse the glue out of this because otherwise that shit's gonna get fucked up. Waffle House didn't have the tube. I mean, this isn't the Waffle House one, to be fair. The Waffle House is currently drying because of the stuff. This is like the generic, like more normal Mordheim house. So there we go. So I'm just taking handfuls, blasting it. There we go. Just putting some stuff there. I think this is still good enough that like models can step freely around there. then I'm gonna take some sand. Gonna put that on there. I'll probably eventually use like a texture paste or something just to add some grit. I think getting some initial sand is good. Like big rock chunks will be pretty good. I do have some sand. I don't know if sand's gonna be worth using at this stage. And I could also just add like a couple of shingles. Couple of scattered shingles. Get those in a couple places. So we got that. You add like a little bit, a couple shingles to here, into the base. There we go. All right, so this is looking worn in, but I do need to test something. Look like a good sacrificial base. I'm gonna model that. I don't give a fuck about. Good. It's hard finding a model. You know, hold on. So the pilgrim is like I care about this model, but I need to you know, I can replace his base. So all right, you are being set on the base. So I got to figure out like good. Okay, like I got to pull a lot more of this scrap towards the back because I need to be able to like set a model down and walk. So far, I can kind of comfortably place him in a couple different spots. That's not too bad. Okay, so the walk, I was a little wondering if like the clutter was going to fuck with the walk path too much. It looks like we're pretty Gucci there. I'm making the dirt. So like I have dirt paste, but like I know that like if I put it on this, I could actually also probably do something very similar at the top too. Probably in like the corner of the top. Oh, hold on, I can actually just show that real quick. I don't need to zoom in as much. There we go. Yeah, if I go to like this little corner up here, get that wet so I can just kind of dilute it and spread it around a little bit. There we go. And then just take some tiles and then some... I could put rocks in there, but I don't think rocks really make sense on the roof. The roof makes more sense for like shattered bullshit. See, that's like one of those things when I think about that, like the Waffle House has to exist, right? But maybe not. Like genuinely, maybe not. Get a little bit on the directly on the brush. Water the brush. Trying to see if I can like get some of the little tiles just to kind of automatically glue on there a little bit. Yeah, having some roof tiles just kind of scattered on here isn't a big ask. I think that's fine. I can do like a smidgen over here, maybe like a little bit over here. Ah, fuck! Like a bug flapping around here. Oh. Yeah, the more clutter I add, I think the more realistic it's gonna look. That's what I was thinking about. It's probably like I might Mod Podge this, or I think there's also like I might also just do the DIY Mod Podge of just thin down water. That's sort of my thought. Yeah, I think that's going to be the big way to seal all of this. That's going to need to happen. All right, so in that case, I do have IPA. I mean, I have a ton of it. I know. Yeah, I know you spray that and you like put that on there. I used to have sprayable sealant too, but that stuff like clogs up the spray bottle way too quickly. Alright, so yeah, we got I'm gonna say I think this looks pretty good. Like I'm considering how kind of like scattershot and much of a clusterfuck this is, like, and like, you know, I'm gonna use filler to kind of fill out some of the stuff on the ground and also like any gaps, like probably use the filler to cover these. Like this is like obviously foam, so the more I kind of hide that, hit that on the ground a little bit. Okay, I think it's happening. Honestly, this is the first Mordheim house I've built. I'm pretty jazzed. This looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, spackle. Yeah, it's spackle wall filler. Same deal. I got that shit. If you go back to the Waffle House, I do like that fucked up little roof though. That's fun. All right, so now the question is, I mean, besides also giving this equivalent spackle and whatnot, how do I want to do the counter? Because like on one hand, like if I wanted to try to like build something out of balsa wood chunks, I could. Like if I just took, actually, yeah, hold on. I got wood. All right, so like okay, iteration process. So like, I could technically take multiple pieces of balsa wood to construct a countertop. I also do have thick balsa wood. So what if I did like thick balsa wood, maybe like 2 layers for the bar, and then I do maybe a 3x3 of the bigger layers on top to make like a little counter area. Yeah, okay, I think that's the song. Yeah, exactly. This is a Mordheim. The cardboard, the balsa wood, the rims. Yeah, that's also true. Oh, hold on. I have a bonus material that I forgot about. Hold on. Hold the fuck on, everybody. We have plans. So, remember when I said I've been hoarding recyclable bullshit for this? Or just for in general? Behold. This big spongy material. It's some sort of like insulation foam, but it's like pretty dense. If I cut like this into like a couple of chunks, put that in there, and then maybe layer that with some wood. Maybe use the thin strips on the sides. This would make a good monolithia. I was thinking this is going to be a thing where it's like I cut like a lot of older Warhammer style stuff is like cut up a big brick of foam, build around it. But, oh yeah, this foam definitely sucks, but I think for what I'm wanting to do, I don't think this is going to be a bad choice. Unless cutting it is going to make me go fucking insane, which it could. I'm not going to rule that out. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna do a very rough. Okay, let's see. Where am I fucking? Okay, there we go. Let's go roughly about an inch of it here. Oh, hot glue doesn't stick to it well. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a shame though, because it cuts like a fucking dream. Oh, it cuts so good. There's gotta be a way to make this work. It cuts so good. There we go. I think I might try. I think I might still try it. All right, let's see. Something has to stick to it. Let's see. So if we put this in here, that's way too big, but let's see. All right, so okay, this is made of multiple layers. Can I peel these layers? No. And this might be a fool's errand, but like, and I believe you, Matthew, but I do want to try it myself. All right, because like that cuts super nice. Okay. Because if I do it like that, I love. Sometimes I like when I'm working on this project is like I can because the angles are hell mode. Like I don't know when's the next terrain crafting stream is going to happen, but like this is fun. I'm okay if I just keep this as an every now and then thing. All right, so here we go. So it's like that is roughly that layer. So if I cover that with What if I cover it in spackle and glue it first? Anyway, okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So do that and then be like this big. Put the knife away. Something like that. Oh. Yeah. You guys are taking a lot of innuendo out of this, but that's fair. You nerds are allowed to be fed every now and then, as one do. Everybody deserves to be fed at the Waffle House. Right, that was a little too much. Maybe like. Then any. I don't know if I should keep this small. Once again, it's even if I'm cutting this, I'm like, maybe I should save this for later. All right, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna see. A little bit of white glue on there. Some on the bottom. All right, so far so good. I could maybe put like a little post or something in there, but maybe the root is just. I almost reflexively reached for these, like, oh yes, I'm gonna rip the things I spent time on and put them down here. It'd just be kind of like making little like wood bits like right there. Something like that. Considering that this is a shitty Mordheim bar, if they're like roughly miscut, that might actually be a benefit. I'm very lucky that I did not destroy as many of these as I initially thought. So far pretty good. So far pretty good. Oh god, so much shit launched in my room. Max jiggle physics. Oh, you guys are gonna be excited. I'm so excited for the new model. I don't really have much jiggle physics, but like the person I got who's gonna rig this is really good at that stuff. So the tongue should be jiggling at the very least. There should be some physics there. Go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this wasn't like, maybe it just doesn't like hot glue. It's just a shame. So far, PVA glue has been working. I'm gonna try that continue. Oh my god, this glue is so drippy. I didn't want to, like, this is like not even necessarily like a tease thing. It's just that like models take so long to make. Genuinely, it's kind of amazing that they get made at all. These are a little bendy, so it's gonna fuck up some shit a little bit. How big naturals? I just love the phrase "big naturals" added to things that should not have big naturals. It's so good. Like ever since like Bloom keyed me on the idea of Jimbo's big naturals from the fucking I think it was someone did for the mod for Balatro. It's a fucking earworm of a phrase. If there's big naturals, see, yeah, you can basically use it for anything. See, big unclaimed naturals. Oh no. All right, so far holding together pretty well. Like it's accepting it. I need like one more though, but like that's going for Fulgrim's big nat. I mean, yeah, out of all the Primarchs, I think he has to have the biggest naturals, right? Like Tyrion's definitely the skinny sick side of Nurgle. Angron's probably got some big naturals, but they're like all pecs. I guess Magnus has some big Magnuses, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just literally everybody but Mortarion. Mortarian, cursed to no longer have big natural. No, he's never had big naturals. He grew up on starving planet. The dude would never could have possibly experienced big naturals in his life. There we go. So I was just only thinking about demon primarchs. If we extend past that, technically, by sheer volume, Vulcan's got the biggest naturals. He is the biggest boy. So he's big and also muscle big. So he has to have the biggest tits, right? I would assume so. Peton, Mortarian Peton. Oh god. Oh, that's cursed. Okay. You know what's really fucking me up is I had bigger popsicle sticks at one point. I don't know where they went. Because what I'm thinking about is like, I think a bigger popsicle stick would make the most sense. Like these little ones. I'm not gonna rate their dicks. No, I'm sorry. This is something that I'm still not used to yet. Where is all of my all my stuff post move? I don't know where shit is. I'm sure somebody's made that chart though. There's no way that chart doesn't exist. All right, so now I gotta get the sides. I probably won't actually get the back because like no one's actually gonna see that shit. Go. I'm gonna do something like that. I'm just gonna go full size as I stack these on the side. So for context, I'm hitting the sides. I'm just gonna let it overhang, so that ways I can eventually correct it later with some clippers. There we go. There we go. Create out a curve based on their curve. Oh Jesus. Rogoldorn's big mysterious lefty. Oh no. Yeah, that's going. It's going. It's schmoving. It's layering. I gotta get one more now. And it's a British flag. Wait, what British flag? Oh, yeah, that's just because I use Terminator bits. I'm gonna eventually that's gonna get painted, it's fine. I probably eventually will hit all this with that kind of like stereotypical like black Mod Podge paint. Mod Podge with black paint mixed to coat a lot of this. That's probably gonna come after I do like a big seal job, but where I use probably like the watered down PVA glue and some stuff. I think the Mod Podge will be like a further coating after that. There we go. What did that? Did I put? I can find fake grapes. So I can explain the grapes though. I went to a Michael's and they had the grapes on sale for like $2, and I was like, if I need like big boobos, I could use a funky little grape. I could use a funky little grape for some big boobos. Some boobo baggins. Might do a little bit of PVA glue in there. Do I have Wrath? Nah. If I got any sin, it's probably sloth. I'm gonna be real. It's probably sloth or gluttony, but not for food. It's like, you know, mini gluttony probably. There we go. Okay, that mostly works. I'll just let all the little things go. Even they go into World Shades Fire. Hey, let's go. Nice. Let's see, I guess maybe I just need to buy some popsicle sticks. When I go to get some more glue. It could be envy. I'm not super envious for. Usually, if there's anything, it's more like, oh, I need to step up my bullshit. guess I could also keep back. So like, this will need a sign. Like I'm debating. It's like, do I want to put the sign on the base? Like if I just glue the sign here. Oh, you guys can't see shit. Hold on, this fucking sucks. My thought is I could maybe just take the sign and put it here as extra stability, and then glue the sign onto there. After I make it. I need to make it first. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I need to make it. Glue for the night? Probably. Wait. Put it on there. There we go. I'm gonna go with the idea that this was erected later. There we go. I see. Usually, where I've been at, every sign has been like a freestanding one. So I was thinking about doing like that and just taking like. I was gonna say something way smaller, but like maybe if I take like a solid maybe like 6x4. Yeah, it's a Waffle House. We got the bar. We're gonna have some booths. I'm gonna basically make some tables for that. Make some barrels. It could just be like a local thing. Where it's like, are you a free ball in Waffle House, or are you attached Waffle House? Yeah, I've kind of wanted to make a Waffle House thing for a while. That was not the real point of tonight's stream, to be fair. Or do I want to do it like... Let's just have to do with Mordheim, because this could be a Mordheim Waffle House. Like, I'm going to be using the same materials, and I'm going to keep the tech level pretty low. So that's, I mean, the other house is 100% like this is just Mordheim. But yeah, otherwise that's going to be yield. It's going to be effectively yield Waffle House. You know, as one does. Oh, it's just basically just making an old Waffle House. Have you ever heard the like saying like yield something to make like an older version of something? Maybe it's like a specific age demographic. I don't know. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I need to buy popsicle sticks. I'm gonna do popsicle stick, basically popsicle stick layering, and then maybe use these for like the in betweens. So I go like here. Actually, that's a pretty good cover. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of perfect. I could even start technically doing that. Okay, just glue you here. Waffle House. There we go. Go up to the bottom. Still got enough. Actually, yeah, surprisingly. I have not gone through that many. Mind you, I went through a lot. I still have a lot, though. I brought a lot. And I also have more at work that I can just steal. It's not stealing, though, because I bought them for myself. I just keep them in a different office because that's where the coffee maker is. But, there we go. That there, and then also do a similar one on the bottom. There we go. Yeah, I'm debating how much I want to jazz it up. It's like, part of me thinks it might even just be funny enough just to call it Waffle House with no writers. Like, maybe do it in like an older font, but otherwise it's like, yeah, no, this is just Waffle House, motherfucker. So yeah, I don't know. There's different ways we could go. Get the bottom of that. I'll probably have to clip that later. Yeah, there we go. So we got the edges of our beautiful sign. Any other little small bullshit? Like, I was working on this, which is still like not off the table, mind you. I've ran out of packaging though, because I used it for other stuff. Are you having fun? Yeah, no, I've had, like, this has been nothing but fun for me. I've been having a great time. But yeah, no, this has been good. Little bits I can do this one at the moment. You know, I guess what I could do, if I'm gonna do that thing where I just like paint the wall black and just glue this on there. Okay, that means I need just to like really quickly knock out some like little support scuff on these. Nothing super crazy. Then again, I guess it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be tricky though, because on the other side, in theory, people should be seeing the other side of this window. Yeah, fuck, I don't think I can get, oh wait, shit, okay, it changed because I used there was multiple windows that have different heights. Hold on. No, I didn't, maybe. Well, I also want to use, spackle / filler to fill in gaps. So we got some gaps here. And then I'm going to use pumice texture to kind of like texture all the wall segments. Oh, I know. Okay, I know a big brain idea. Here's what I'm going to do. Where's some black paint? It's not contrast paint. There we go. I'm going to take this black paint and see if it's too clogged to open. It's not good. All right, I'm going to put although my finger, it's exposed. There we go. Put like a little bit. Oh, bud. It's fucking clogged. This is bullshit. Whatever. I'll just use the loose paint on the sides. Fingertip reveal. I know, scandalous. Okay, so I did that, and it gave me a really rough size of how big that's supposed to be. My finger feels naked. All right, so I can... A good way I can cut into that. I could use the X-Acto knife. But I also could just like take this knife and just like do like a little bit of cutting. Yeah, there we go. If I can just like get in there. Fuck. Okay. Scuff that board a little bit, not too bad. Okay, I think I can just take this nice and easy, just poke through it. Need to go too, I don't need to be hardcore. Need to just shove through the foam, very light. Basically not even cut, just stab. Do the same up. There we go. Yeah, just a tip. Listen. No cuts though. Once again, I have not done my biggest fear, which is actively bleed on stream. That has not happened yet in all my 6+ years. Yeah, I'm still have not done my 6-year celebration. I'm rolling that into whenever the fuck the model comes out. I'm assuming that's going to come out in August. If it gets delayed to like September or October, so be it. Because I also kind of want to maybe like updo some stuff around it. You don't like how I ball? Don't like blood for other people, but not for myself. There we go. There we go. Now what I'm curious about is how good this fits in here. Okay, so it's not... Okay, we need to do a little bit more shaping around the edges. That's good. Okay, maybe get a little bit more knife with my knife, and that means I can just do like a bit. Let's do a little bit like that. Yeah, let's fucking party. God, I bet. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if a lot of people are like, "Oh fuck, hell no, how, why?" And the answer is, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to accelerate heart rates in that way. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, this okay. Just nearly wedges in. This nearly wedges in perfectly. I just gotta do another little bit. Or go a wee bit. There we go. There we go. I mean, actually, a mimic. Of course I am. Would a mimic lie to you? Oh, how fun it is to be devilish. Wedge this bad boy in here is incredibly tight fit. Oh my god. If I shove hard enough. Hey! We did it. We did it. It's here. Motherfucker, other hand. Oh god. I add a little bit of glue in there around the edges. There we go. This glue is way too runny now, and it's fucked up how I usually control it, so I'm just going to put a lot of glue there. I'm going to immediately dab off like half of it. Hey, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So yeah, now we got, the line of sight is way too high for a model. I kind of really realize now that there's, also I need to like clearly carve up some of this back area. Maybe this is like a prison or something, because like all the windows are barred and way too high. I can pretend that maybe instead of this is like a tenement house, maybe this was just like an old prison. I might go with that maybe. Yeah, it's just for light. That's fine. I think having a little area where there's only like one way in, or just like, you know, from going, you can go from the sides, maybe. Start shoving it in, hey. That's fine. Yeah, alright. Some other things, I might remove this a little bit. Remove that a little bit. Other stuff. Yeah, that's true. All the people that hide in ground floor houses are just fucking dead, so like, why bother? Yeah, I'll definitely need to touch up some stuff, with the spackle. Spackle's gonna be the big thing, I think. Because I'm gonna use spackle to fill the holes and also like maybe fill out some spots around the various like scraps. And then I gotta figure out, so I gotta figure out how I want to do the floor on this. Because I'm kind of going for just dirt and rubble. Like I could actually do even like, some people do boards on the ground. Like I could totally do a thing where I just cover the ground in like full size fucked up boards. And just kind of have the idea that everything else just kind of like busted under it. That might be the way to go, but I was also thinking maybe just be like, add dirt. There's like, just like the entire floor is just kind of caved out. I guess I could do both. I could do like little reasonable sections. Like I could do like here, maybe like a couple little bits around like here. I don't know. I could do some stuff. I got some but speaking about options, I think right now my only option is to end the stream for tonight. Gasp. But yeah, it is about time, so let's go to the chatting screen. Ooh. Oh, I can hear myself. All right, I can no longer hear myself. Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you had a lot of fun. On Sunday, I am really hoping that I'm going to be getting started on the Rust Vultures. I need to get a start on those. If I'm not doing Infractors, I am doing... if I'm not doing Incestors, I'm doing probably the Eradicators that come in the box. That's probably what's going to go on there. Besides that, yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you. And I'm going to cut you YouTube nerds loose, so bye, YouTube nerds. Bye-bye. Yeah. Let me see, who is